The Emperor has foreseen a new threat rising against him. The Podwans Podcast.
Go.
Welcome back to another episode of the Podwans Podcast. I'm your host, Luke, with my co-host, Hereth.
What's going on, everybody?
Brian.
What's up?
And our two amazing A Song of Ice and Fire legends, Mesa Windu and JJ. How are we doing, guys?
I don't know about legend, man. I just read the books, man.
Hey,
I love it.
Dude, how are we doing? We are T-minus 3 days from getting to go back to Westeros. So how
Yes,
are we
we are.
about it?
I'm really excited. And before we start this, I do want to give full disclosure to the watchers of this. I have been granted an early access to the first half of the season. I have seen the first 4 episodes. I will be very cognizant of that. I have to be. I want to be. I don't want to deprive you of what I experienced.
The good news is once you start tweeting that out, I counted for that. So that actually I threw that into the outline. So it starts with your non-spoiler thoughts, and then we'll go straight into prediction.
Awesome. Fantastic. I just wanted to give that disclaimer first before we head anywhere else. I want to be fully transparent on that. So, yep.
Absolutely. I was like, when you tweeted that, I was like, okay, we can, this will be fun. This will be kind of like, we'll say something and then we'll just all look at JJ and be like,
this will be me.
Well, I think it's going to make
I'm just going to observe.
I think it's going to make the reactions more fun because Luke and I were joking about like, it would be hilarious if you were the one leading us in the reactions and you were the one introducing everything and you because we just embraced the bit oh yeah, I've seen the first 4 episodes and that's the bit into the reaction and the entire reaction is just you going I just lean into that in the edit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do one of these with my phone to cover my eyes because I give away. Also, I'm hoping I'm far enough so you guys cannot read my facial expressions. So, or I do one of these.
Yeah, there you go. That's why you got the cat there.
She will not leave me alone.
So,
covering my blood raven. Oh my goodness. There you go.
There you go. Before we get into your spoiler review or your spoiler-free review, I should say, Josh, what do you think of the reviews so far? Obviously the 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Obviously, we have a love-hate relationship with that. But what does that kind of give you expectation-wise?
Yeah, look, I got over the show not being exactly what I anticipated based on what I read a long time ago.
Me too.
JJ kind of said it best, where it's look, it's fan fiction. On the grounds of it being its own thing, judge it by that. It's interesting to see what they ended up keeping, what they ended up not keeping, what they ended up changing. That stuff is fun, and we can have conversations about would it have been a good thing if they had kept this thing, or is it somehow a better change that they did it this way, or does it work for what they end up doing on screen? Is it something that's understandable and stuff like that? So that part is always going to be there. It's not us saying no, they can do whatever they want with it. It's no, there's a certain, there are certain big story beats that I hope that that they end up doing. And so in full disclosure, I have not seen the 4. Yeah, so this is, I'm going into the dark. I'm going in based on what I've read, and they've obviously taken liberties with various things, so I could be surprised, but yeah, no, I'm not too worried about it. It sounds like about as much as I expected from the big reviewers. It looks like I looked at them as recently as yesterday. My understanding is that it is far more well received critically than the last season was, and so that leads me to believe that we're finally getting into the big war part of the whole Dance of the Dragons, the major civil war. So that alone on its own is enough for me to go oh dude, then I'm all here for it. So I'm not too doom and gloom about it. There are some people saying some stupid stuff on social media, and dooming about it and going like, "Oh, dude, like it's like you haven't seen it yet. Stop. Just stop. You haven't seen it yet. You don't know what's gonna happen in 3 weeks. Stop."
I mean,
So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
And once you like separate it from not being like this religiously followed, this is going to be a direct, adaptation of the book and everything will be the same. Once you get over that, it'll be a fun time, and it'll be and frankly, on a even surface level, like kind of thing, it's good to see it back on the screen again. It's like with Mandalorian and Grogu with me, where I was like, look, I don't know if I'm gonna like this movie. We're gonna go in and we're gonna judge it by it on its merits, but like at the end of the day, I'm very glad to see it back on the big screen again. It was very nice to see that, and that's kind of how I feel about this too. So
Yeah, 100%. Ryan, your thoughts, your feelings.
As the casual fan,
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the positivity with the reviews has me excited.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done a full complete rewatch like some people. I've been going back with the new Rockstar videos just to catch back up.
The 3-hour one was hilarious when you were like,
It was 5 hours.
No, I was just saying it was
5 hours for
longer.
season 2 because every video was like 45 minutes. It was as long as the episodes, and I was like, I had nothing going on at work, so I was just sitting at my desk just watching it with like 3 hours away from the podcast, watching it at like 2 times speed so I can at least catch up.
Oh
all
my
right,
God.
so he's excited. Hereth.
yeah, I mean, so far what Josh brought up is hilarious because I've been kind of seeing that in our comment section since I've been releasing clips from our season 2 rewatch episode, because we did dive into a little bit of like kind of my thoughts and like kind of some of my criticisms. I love some of the Allison stuff and some kind of the pacing stuff and kind of how the finale kind of didn't feel like a finale. It just kind of felt like the episode kind of ended abruptly. We kind of went into that, and then we also went into the Fabian stuff with like how Fabian was talking about George Martin. That clip went like insane on Instagram. So every single time I just look down at my DMs, I just constantly see people being like getting pissed off about like how House of the Dragon season 3 is like nothing like Fire and Blood, and then like people will just like go off and say like, well, obviously he doesn't care anymore, it's like such and such, and then like it's just been the Wild West in that comment.
could you guys, on that note about Fabian and George, could you guys fill me in? What exactly happened? Because I haven't been following a lot of
I have not followed that either.
What is he talking about?
So apparently, I don't know what happened, but they were talking about it on a press junket, and he was asked a question like surrounding like the differences between the book and the show.
Uh-huh.
And he said something along the lines of, "Oh, I had made suggestions to Ryan and stuff like that," and Ryan was like, "Nah, that's not gonna happen," and he
What
just
I
like kind of was dismissive.
It was
I don't know
like-
if it was really that big of a deal.
From
if
He
what
I'm
might
I-
have
gonna
been
be
trying to
honest.
be funny, you know.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I think
Yeah,
it was
so
more
that's
from what I was
it.
hearing that like Ryan, he wanted like Kristen Cole to be a little bit more complex of a character, and like he wanted to like it just grow beyond like him just hooking up with Allison constantly. What I was kind of reading, like he felt like Kristen Cole was a kind of a one-dimensional.
But he has some of the best bars.
He can feel about his character the way he wants to. Obviously, he's entitled to
Yeah.
feel about a character he wants to. We've all read Fire and Blood. Kristen Cole on the show is far more complex, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah. Kristen Cole, they honestly gave him more than what he had and what we knew about him in the books. Everything else was rumor and stuff. What we saw on the screen, if
they
anything, was like
followed-
propaganda
yeah.
for him. Like,
If they followed his characterization in the book, I don't know if I can even say some of the words
yeah.
here. So I'm just saying, like, he can feel any way he wants to, and that's one of the issues that I always have, like with interviews, which I don't watch interviews with the actors. I think they sometimes can talk a little too much. Like, just save it for the after the season. In my opinion, you're interjecting something. I think poisoning the well a bit, muddying the water before the show comes out. That's why I asked, like, what did he say? I don't watch those interviews. I have no interest because they completely like can mess me up in the head. and take
No,
away
that's
from the
fair.
series. I don't know. That's just how I approach it, I guess.
I just heard people talking about it, and I was like, "What did Fabian say? Like what did people talking about? Treating it like it's some bombshell." And I was like, "Wait, what are they?"
It wasn't even that big of a deal.
It was
Yeah,
it was basically a nothing burger.
It's a nothing burger.
Yeah.
But
I
House
think
of the
people are
Dragon has
just-
been contentious for so
Yeah.
long. Any sort of nugget of anything is going to become discourse for 3 business
Yeah.
days.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think actually happened. I think a lot of people were kind of like already looking to latch on to something, and the moment an actor was like, "Yeah, I actually had an idea about this," and the director or showrunner didn't agree, it became like the actors are being stifled in their vision of the. But it's like, okay, all right.
It's
well,
Luke
like,
Skywalker
I
and
was
Ryan
just
Johnson
thinking that.
all over again.
it's that again. We've lived that
Dyad.
before. We know exactly what's happening. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Which is hilarious
We've
because someone
seen
did
this
bring that
story
up in
before.
our comment section for the Fabian video. Someone did mention Mark Hamill, which I thought that was funny.
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
And,
So it's going to be another 12 years of discourse over one
Yeah.
celebrity interview. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in a mindset like, I don't know if it's the age, because I cannot be bothered anymore, dudes. I cannot be bothered with like endless yap about nothing. Just let
Yeah.
me
Not
watch the
necessarily
thing.
age, but just the
You know what I
amount that
mean?
we've
Like-
seen over the last several years. It's just like you get over it. It's not necessarily an age thing. Like it's just
Yeah.
like
I hope.
been there, done
Yeah.
that.
True.
yeah.
You get tired, especially as a content maker too. Like you've been through the grind, you've been through all of it. Like you've heard it all, you've seen it all. Like Josh and I hosted spaces for 2 seasons in a row. I mean, in a lot of ways, it was great because we get to chat with people. And another way, like I don't know how to tell people like. We've got to divorce the series from Fire and Blood. We have to. There's no other way to approach it in any good charitable way, in good faith. Because otherwise, you're just going to be spending 2 hours yapping how, oh, Rhaenyra is like this in the book. She did this in the book. Well, she did this in the book. Like, but there, I don't know. I'm just, I'm tired. I am.
No, and JJ, I feel like I always go back to the comment. I think that it was you that was like, why are people getting so upset about a book that is from a point of view of people that weren't even at these events? Like,
Well, I mean, I said that, but I also said there are certain things that are true. I'm sorry. Ages of characters, historical books do not lie about ages, names, who had how many children, where the battle took place, how many soldiers were there, how many soldiers died, like timelines, names, but it's who fucked who, pardon my French, who was messing around with who, what's happening behind the closed doors. Did Alicent maybe have an affair with Kristen Cole in Fire and Blood? It's actually possible. We don't know. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So for them to age her down, I'm sorry, that's alone becomes something else.
It's why the one thing that like it's why when it comes to like Alicent's age and her dynamic with Rhaenyra, that's something I am willing to always bring up about how like I really wish
every time I'll bring it up
because I don't understand why they I understand why they did it. I just don't. It's
did it pay off?
Like
did it pay off?
I'm over.
That's the question.
Yeah, like if they were insistent on doing that, if they were insistent on being liberal about that, then that kind of dynamic should have ended the moment Luke died. Like I think the moment or rather the moment that like Aemon got his eye snatched out of his head. Like so, there should have been a moment where like they tell the audience like this is it. Now all the gloves are off and now the dance is going to it's over. If they insisted on doing it like that.
Correct.
But they haven't. It's still
And that's
more
what
of
I was
that.
saying last week during season 2 when I was talking about the finale. Is I felt like Alicent's character and Rhaenyra's character have been so stop and go. And like I understand they want to do the whole dynamic of like, oh, Alicent was like kind of vengeful. She was kind of like trying to claim power because she was so like basically like the shackles of Otto, and like she finally broke free and now she is claiming power. I thought season 1 did enough of a good job to make her neutral, where you can understand why she's doing what she's doing, but you can still see her as the antagonist. And then season 2 happens, and then it's like, oh, now we flipped sides entirely. Now Rhaenyra is the vengeful one, and it's like really weird because it's like now Alicent's trying to be the peaceful one and trying to keep peace, and it's like it was so weird because it was like,
but
it
only
was
sometimes
like,
too. It's not
That's
like
it.
all
It's the inconsistency. That's the thing. It's inconsistent. Like pick a lane. Like if they leaned into Alicent is going to do everything humanly possible to protect her children because she knows the second Rhaenyra is crowned, her kids are gone.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what happened. They're done. They are cooked. They're done. So like if you lean into a protective mother and you do questionable things to protect your children, to save them from the sword, I would believe that. That's in line with the Song of Ice and Fire. But it's just they want one ass on two chairs. Like it doesn't work. Pick a lane. Pick a lane. So that's why I think season 2 brought up a lot of like negative feelings with people, because the two main characters were completely passive for like 8 episodes. Number one. Number two, like they can't decide like at what point are they going to start actually making action, and how much can they do without stepping into full villain territory? Because I do believe the show sometimes lean into a lot of gender essentialism. You know, girls peaceful, boys bad type of thing. You know, I mean, they've leaned really heavily into that, which is Song of Ice and Fire really rejects, in my opinion. With also making a commentary on the violent and patriarchal world that the world exists in.
Right.
So like with season 3, and this is what I'll say, obviously without spoilers, like it feels like the focus is back. The show has never felt more confident.
Good.
Okay.
Within those 4 episodes, it's bang, 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 bang. Things are happening, and they're happening in a way that feels like a flow. You know what a narrative through line is? There's a narrative through line finally happening. There's consistency. That's how I felt. The only negative I'll say is that because there's a lot of characters, they're all good characters. You want to spend more time with them, it cuts them off short because you're trying to squeeze in a lot of stuff into an hour episode. So that might be one of my few negatives. There's some other ones, but I can't talk about those because it will spoil certain things. But overall, like when I compare season 2 and everything that we just said, season 3 for me feels like it's found its footing. And I think that's kind of sad to say that in season 3 the show found its footing. But it did. I feel like it did. I don't know. That's how I felt like when I was watching it.
I have a sneaking feeling that even if season 3 is like miles better and I'm gonna have fun regardless, I have a sneaking feeling that when it's all said and done, I'm gonna look back and go like, you guys really couldn't give them like 10 episodes, like you really
12,
couldn't give them like 2
10,
or 12
yeah.
or the unlimited
10 would've been
budgets they
good.
love throwing at these shows. Like really, like you couldn't give them 2 more episodes.
Like,
The characters could have done. The characters could be served so much better because you still have to cover the battles, you still have to cover the big stuff, and you still have to sit with the characters, and they don't have enough time because of the restriction on the 8 episodes.
Yeah. 8 episodes needs to go the way of the dodo bird in a lot of cases.
We're done.
Not
I'm
all cases,
so
but a lot
done
of
with
cases.
it.
To me, season 2, like looking back on it, was just a product of the writer. I think a lot of like the issues
Part
in
of
season
it.
2
Part
can
of
be
it.
brought back to that, because you can even see where it's like I said, because I've even like obviously Jay, you don't have to go into it, but like I've seen people even in their season 3 reviews be like, yeah, this felt like the finale of season 2. This just got cut off and thrown into season 3.
Well, rumors were that Gullet was supposed to be the finale for season 2, which narratively and structurally would have made more sense because it ended with a whimper kind of season 2, which is why what left a lot of people with sour taste in their mouth, because it ended on nothing, especially another secret meeting. We've been having these secret meetings in a place where 2 noble people cannot just be secretly meeting and nobody knowing about it. How much more can I suspend my belief? So you ended on that. Yeah. And Gullet was supposed to be the finale, which would have been crazy, but now it opens up with Gullet. Like we are immediately continuing from Allison leaving King's Landing into Gullet. Yeah.
The big finale ended up being like another reuniting conversation with Rhaenyra and Allison. It's just like
to reaffirm.
And they're both great actors, but it's just like, dude, like we've covered this ground before.
We've been here.
It's more of this again. Like it's Allison all of a sudden going like, I'll open the gates for you. And it's like, and Rhaenyra's like, now I have to do. It's like we've been here before. I want Gullet. I want God. I want all of this. And I remember when we watched. The episode, we did the reaction, and we were like 20 minutes left, and that's when it started hitting. It's like, I don't think they're fucking doing this shit. I don't think they're. We're gonna have to wait 2 fucking years for this shit. And oh my God!
You said it exactly that way. I can almost picture it. You're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
That's right.
JJ was like, how much time is left? And I looked at it and I said, these motherfuckers aren't gonna finish it. Oh my God. See y'all in 2029. Wow. Unbelievable.
Am I gonna live to see Gullet in live action? It was that
Right.
boy. Yeah, it was like 15. You're right. You
Playing
looked at
with
like
our
20 minutes.
emotions,
It's not
like-
happening.
I was like, wait, they're not gonna do a whole full pitched
Oh.
battle in 20 minutes. Like, it's,
Come
God.
on.
Yeah, because like,
Oh, I'm
like not to just keep dwelling on the Allison thing, but it was just like it felt like
Mhm.
the first meeting. I'm like, okay, I definitely understand narratively why they did it the first time. The second time, I'm like, okay, we're just spoon feeding to the audience Allison's entire character up to this point. When at that point, the first meeting basically did it perfectly well without having to basically talk down to the audience at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it felt. Yeah.
no.
Because again, they don't know what to do with them. So when they don't know, they have to tell the audiences, which is unfortunate. I think narratively it suffers. So I do believe it finally found its footing, at least from what I saw. So I could be wrong, but it felt there's a reason why it's rated the highest of all the seasons so far. I think it's sitting at a 97, which is crazy. Not that Rotten Tomatoes like could be should always be relevant, but again, these are professional people. They know what they're talking about. So some there's merit to those words.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Gullet will blow everybody's mind. That's not a spoiler that it's coming. It's in every trailer. So like it's as
Okay.
mind blowing as you
Right.
can imagine.
So here's
Yeah.
here's my question, JJ.
Corlys Velaryon he's very
Corlys
good at what he does. There's a reason why he sailed in his 9 voyages. He knows his shit.
I've been waiting for his moment to shine. Like I mean, we saw it like when he fought the crab feeder and all that. That was
Yeah.
cool, but like
And,
ever
And
since
this-
then, it was basically him kind of standing around. It's like, no, I want to see
No.
Naval Commander Corlys Velaryon.
And
That's his element.
Not even
right?
just House of the
Dude.
Dragons. I've been waiting for this since Game of Thrones for an actual good naval battle.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
it.
naval battles, dude. I think they're some of my favorite in the entire, like in any sort of genre. Naval battles are amazing because they're always so intense. That's why Pirates of the Caribbean are the best fucking movies in the world. I'm sorry. But
No,
Corlys Velaryon and Alan of Hall, they get their moments, which it's in the trailer. It's not a spoiler. So yeah, yeah.
100%.
And you guys know that Oakenfist is one of my favorite characters in Fire and Blood. Like a lot of people are so like weird about him because he's so problematic, but that's why I like it because he's so
No,
problematic.
he's messy. He's messy. Hey, look, if people can simp for Damon, they can simp for Alan. Okay,
Thank you.
Like, let's come on.
That's what I said.
Alan is
Oh.
a fraction of the problematic that Damon is, but he has that Targaryen name, so nobody gives him as much shit.
But-
Yeah.
No, you know what Alan is like. Oh, he cheated on his wife. Da 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 da. I'm like, and I don't
Yeah,
fucking care. He's fake.
This is a Song of Ice and Fire, bro. Like they did all kinds of crazy shit like that.
It would be unusual if a lord did not have ladies on the
Yeah.
side next to his
Yeah.
wife. Like that's unusual. That's
Also-
the exception.
Also, like Truth Nuke, none of them are real. Shut up. Like,
I don't know if
I
y'all know this.
I don't care. Like I don't care. Yeah,
I don't
Damon's
care.
cool. What of it? Yeah, Dark Sister. Yeah, woo woo woo. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like Darth. Yeah, I like Darth Vader. What of it? Like, yeah, he's cool.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Dude, every time Abu Bakr Salim posts something regarding Gullet, because he's so excited, he's hyping it up like crazy, because he should. I think he lives up to the hype. And I'm like in his comments like a total creeps. Sorry, Abu Bakr Salim, I'm so sorry. I'm being weird about you. I'm like Lord Oakenfist, and I like bend my knee gif, and people are like, do you know what he did to his wife? I'm like, yeah. Cool, he should do it 4 more times. I don't fucking
Did you see
know.
what
I don't
Damon
care.
did to his wife?
What about the
Yeah,
Sarah?
yeah.
about-
What's their favorite character? Like, I mean, we could like George R. R. Martin made it a point to make every single character not named Eddard Stark have problems. So like
Right.
come on, guys. Like.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, you
Anyway,
like
I went on a-
Theon, huh?
I-
Oh, you like Theon?
Oh, I
huh?
love
Okay.
Theon.
Yeah, like,
Dude, Euron Greyjoy is a peak top character for me. 1 top 10. Are you kidding me? I love him. Brendan
Yeah.
Rivers, the most problematic ever.
yeah.
I'm
That
sorry.
is very true.
God.
Anyway, I went on a bit of a tangent. I'm sorry.
No, so
He read a novel on Blood Raven shit, man. Like,
Do you know that Twitter account that's called "Is the Winds of Winter Out?" And they tweet every
Yes.
day no to just put me in a depression. So I'm gonna start daily. Has he been cast yet for Night of the Seven
Yeah.
Kingdoms?
honestly, there might be. Yeah, there's some market there, JJ. Yeah.
It's coming. He's coming. It's a matter of time at this point. It'll be shortly.
100%. So, JJ, we had talked
Mhm.
a little while ago when you came on when Con Man said that it was Helm's Deep esque.
Mm-hmm.
Does it live up to that?
Well, it's not as long, so it's not fair to compare. I'll say that.
Okay.
Because Helm's Deep battle goes on forever, so you have more to work with. So, but Battle of Gullet is not 4 hours long, so that's not a fair comparison. But the intensity, the scale of how it feels, it did give me Helm's Deep excitement.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I
Keep
mean,
in
I was
mind,
already in, but like that as a Tolkien fan, like that's a big comparison.
I he might have been a little too over just because of the length alone doesn't allow for it to feel as big as Helm's Deep, but the like the tension of it all, and then something else that happens in there, like you will feel your heart just like pound out of your chest because it's so exciting because you don't know what, and there's I can't say anything without like priming you guys, but Helm's Deep might have been it could be a good comparison in terms of the scale. It's just instead of it being in a mountain, it's on open sea. So like you have that limitation. And like I said, my negative criticism is, and this has been the case for all 3 seasons, it's really gray. It's very bluish and very grayish and very muddyish, like the aesthetic, the palette of the series. So it's very smoky. So visually, is it clean looking? No, but battles are messy. So
JJ, can I talk about it in the confines of what I understand, like from reading it? I haven't seen
yeah,
it.
no, please. Yeah, I'm not gonna give away what's going on in the scene.
So like Luke, if you're looking for scale, because I had to step away, I had to let my dog out, but like my understanding, were you asking about like in comparison to like Helm's Deep?
Like Helm's so Con Man had said that it's Helm's Deep esque, and for the Tolkien community, at least I'm actually in the minority. I think I like Helm's Deep, but it's not my first choice. It's actually the entire Battle of Gondor in Return of the King. That's my favorite battle.
But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah,
but
cold
I was
take.
like,
yeah,
that is ice cold as ever.
Yeah.
But I read that and I was like, I immediately texted JJ. I was like, Helm's Deep? Really?
I didn't see at that point. I haven't seen it when you texted me that. Just so you know, I've not seen it.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know. But
Gullet in the Gullet. I feel like, gosh, what would Gullet be in like with the dance? I don't know if that would be the Helm's Deep of that.
I don't think
so. If you want like a real world comparison, it's more like Antietam in the American Civil War, where nobody really won. It's like one of those from a moral perspective, like you walk away and you go,
did he mean scale though? God. Maybe did he mean the scale of it?
That could be.
I think he was talking about the
like
scale
of
it
or like tone, like what, like
in the tone and I feel like the like you were saying, JJ. It's like if you remember that whole sequence, that battle in Helm's Deep is muddy, is grimy, it's dark, like it's down and dirty. So I guess
this one's just really wet and and steamy because again, it's water, it steams.
If I had to guess and speculate, I think it was the way they shot it that way so they have choices in post, kind of like make it to the way they wanted. I think they purposely made it gray because, like, if you notice, like a lot of times, like not to make this like a Marvel comparison, but like they'll do flat lighting or like gray or muddy colors just to actually have more realm to like play with it in post to like make the visuals to what.
Interesting.
That's actually a really good question, though. Like, I don't know if I would call it Helm's Deep, like just based on what I understand it as being. But if we're seeing it on screen, I might feel differently if I go like, I get what he meant by that. Like, I get
100%. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, if people are doing 1-to-1, it's not going to be the same because one is on water, the other one is in the mountain. I'm sorry, it's just not going to be the same. Second, like the Battle of Gullet is the biggest naval battle in Westerosi history. It's massive. It's huge. It's huge.
It's the and to add on that, like for context, keep in mind, guys, it's Corlys Velaryon. He has the biggest navy in arguably the world at this point.
At this
And
point,
it's
correct.
and it's the Triarchy, which is the second biggest navy in the. It's
They're
like
pirates. They have ships. Lots
it's
of
like
them.
it's like the Battle of Trafalgar, basically, where it's like whoever wins this one is gonna have like naval superiority
Well,
in the
it's
narrow
like
sea.
it's the
for
unstoppable
Which-
force meets the
whi-
unmovable object, essentially.
Which is why Winds of Winter, because it's gonna come trust manifest. We will see another naval battle, and it's going to be bigger than
Please,
Gullet.
come on. Like I was not to like make this a season 8 dunk fest, but like when that
No,
naval
it's
battle happened in
happening.
season 8, I went, "Really, guys? That's what you guys fucking did with
Dude.
that?"
Ironborn and Euron Greyjoy is bringing his entire fleet down to Old Town to fight the Red Wines, who have the largest fleet. It's going to be a massacre. So Gullet will be nothing compared to Winds of Winter when Euron goes to Old Town.
Yeah, because
It's
I
going to be
remember in
awesome.
season 8 when like the Euron Greyjoy battle, obviously the ironic of Dany somehow forgot about the Iron Fleet happened. And I went, "That's what you guys did with that? You guys did a surprise attack, and then the battle was over."
That was insane.
Don't
You
remind me.
guys want to know something funny? This is a complete segue, but the funny part about that line, you know how they after every episode they had like an inside the episode where they analyzed it. That she kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet. That was what, an episode before the final, or the 2 episodes before the.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was the last one they ever did.
Correct.
Yes.
Like
yes,
for
it
Game
was.
of Thrones, there was
Yes.
like they didn't do one for the finale, and I don't think they did one for
That's
the
right.
penultimate, or
That you're
Dany,
so
like,
right.
destroyed. Like they had no, they just
The
didn't.
bells, yeah.
I remember noticing. I was like, oh god, it's really gonna end. We're gonna go out that sad. Wow. Like we don't even want to analyze it. They were just throwing shit at the wall.
Well, I
They were-
remember like when I made Bale
And
like
whatever
sit down
stuck.
through Game of Thrones. I
Yeah.
forced him to watch. I didn't make him watch all of them, but I made him watch that inside just because I'm like, you need to watch.
Let's not talk about that. That's
But-
gross.
But back to but regarding the Gullet, like that's the scale that you're dealing with. It's
Oh,
too
yeah.
It's
heavy.
big.
It's
It's
two
big.
S tier commanders going after each other, which is why, again, I have not seen it, but like based on my understanding of Corlys Velaryon and my own like based through the books, Corlys Velaryon is one of the most impressive men that have ever walked like or sailed in Westerosi history. So like him
Yep.
having this opportunity to have this moment, his Trafalgar, where it's like, all right,
Yep.
you get to show why you're even though you're 80 years old, at least in the books,
Yeah.
like you get to show why you're
Hey, he
one
was
of
an old
one.
man.
Yeah, and so like, and honestly, dude, if I looked like Steve Toussaint at age 80, I have nothing to complain. Like I have nothing to complain about. So like,
Dude, 100%.
Let's see. How old is he? He is
he that old in the
61.
show? 'Cause
He's 61, the actor. But Corlys
that's
Velaryon,
great.
yeah, Corlys Velaryon by Westerosi standards in the book, he's old, but he's not. He's in his 50s or his 60s, something like that. So
He made a joke about it in the books, right? Where they were like, "Yeah, dude, you're really old," and he was like, "Yeah, like I'm just holding on like a sailor holds on to a sail in a storm," or so. It's like, yeah, no, he's
pretty much.
even he's like, I'm alive way longer than I have any right to be. Like I have no idea why I'm still here. Like it's crazy.
Oh,
So.
also, not a spoiler because it's in the trailer. Abigail Thorne as Admiral Lohar, the pirate.
Yeah.
Philosophy
I don't understand
too.
why people hate that character, and I love
Dude,
them.
the shot of
I
her in the
love them.
trailer, because I had to do
Oh.
it for like editing for the clip yesterday. The shot of her like on the ship, like with Corlys. Oh my god, that shot looks so good. I'm like, oh,
Admiral Lohar, I'm telling you right now.
Poor
Yeah.
Tylan's out there just like being the backup quarterback. Like, oh god, what is going on? They sent him out there just to get him out of the Red Keep, and he's like accidentally at the Battle of Trafalgar. He's just like, oh, I can't.
yup.
But you know,
You know,
one thing- but a big thing
ironically, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say because you're talking about Thailand because this is
Yeah.
not gonna be on the series, no way.
Yeah.
Like because they're ending at season 4. Thailand is literally one of my favorite characters ever.
Very intriguing. Very intriguing.
Oh, wait,
character.
sorry, I
And
just-
yeah.
I'm curious that you said that, JJ, because I was under the impression that like the show was gonna end at season 5 for some reason. So it's like listening to interviews and like, oh, we're gonna make it 5 seasons. I was like, I'm like, how the hell are you gonna make it 5 seasons?
it's
like
4.
even looking at
I heard
the,
it was
the
4.
only-
Yeah.
4
The
makes
only
more
reason
sense.
that it could be there's only one reason that it would be 5 is if they played into
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Played
the
into
thing,
Black-
the thing.
Yeah. The
'Cause
thing that happens after the thing.
Because I'm
What they
team,
could-
I'm team epilogue. I'm always team epilogue with Fire and Blood. With the ending
What they-
for dance.
What they could do though is add a couple more episodes in season 4.
Thank
Make
you.
Make it 12, like
12.
JJ's been saying for the last 4
100%.
years. And
Enough
Yeah.
already with the 8
Yeah.
thing. I hate it. I
stop
hate
being
it.
scared. It's your flagship show right now. Like, give them 12
100%.
with an unlimited budget. I don't understand why.
And now, like with the not the ratings, but the reviews are killing it. I have a feeling this
Yeah.
season is going to fare much better. And I want to reiterate something. It's going to fare better, and if you divorce it from Fire and Blood,
Yeah.
because it does make significant changes. So if you're still doing the thing, you're gonna have a bad time.
Wait, JJ,
You have a bad time.
wait, JJ, you mean the accounts that made their Twitter accounts like 3 years ago, and they're like,
They're still doing it.
yeah, wait, they're not the ones making the decisions. I'm actually
Apparently not.
You're telling me
Yeah,
the
wow,
people
that's
with the
crazy.
Twitter accounts with Millie Alcox Renera are wrong? No. No way.
Yeah, like
Oh.
yeah.
I understand book purism. I've been a book purist. I can be a book purist. I get it. I understand it all. But at some point, you're just hate watching. So
Yes.
just stop.
Yeah.
At that point, just stop. Go find something else. It's not going to make you this miserable.
At the very least, if you were a content creator doing this, I'd respect the hustle. But like on a
Yes.
on a general level, it's like, man, there's
for
nothing.
free.
There's
You're
no-
miserable for free.
If this is genuinely just you being in pain, you don't need to be watching this right now. Like, there's no, you're not.
100.
Turn
If
it
it's
off.
not, if it's
Turn
not
it off.
paying the bills, like
Exactly.
Thank you. Shut it off.
And I have my opinion on that kind of work too. But like, at
Yeah.
I
the
do
very
too.
least, at the
Yeah.
very least, you're getting
Get
coins
your
for it.
money.
But, like,
Get your
you know, like,
money.
but if you're just watching it to go on Twitter and go like, dude, like what?
Well,
the,
in
I
the
don't- what, are we,
book.
what are we doing here,
it's for the
man?
love of the game. you know?
Because when I
The-
don't like something and there's no, I just stop watching. I
Yeah.
just like,
It makes
like that was me.
I
Stop
am the
watching and
most
stop talking, yeah.
notorious. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I am the most notorious show dropper that ever existed. I will watch
Yeah.
something for an episode. If it's not vibing for any reason, it's done. I'm done
Yeah.
with it. I will never see it ever again.
Yeah.
It ceases to exist. So this mindset these people have, I don't understand. At least make money off of it. I'm begging
Yeah.
you. Economy is shit. Go be negative for money. I support you because the economy is shit. Go make your money. Be negative
I'm a-
that way. But like,
Look, I'm a
free?
Pisces. I'm a Pisces. I have no problem dropping things that
No, but it makes me think of like the Kevin Smith interview clip where it's just like, yeah, if I don't like something, I'm just gonna talk about it, not watch it. It's like again,
Yeah.
like the thing I was saying with like criticisms, like for season 2, like there are like critiques that I'm like, okay, these are issues that I have with the show, but it's like ruined my experience and like shape like
yeah.
my feelings
Yeah.
on the show. I'm like, okay, this is stuff I didn't really like and gel with.
And the thing is, you can still criticize House of the Dragon season 1 and season 2. Obviously, because nobody has seen season 3 in context that it's made, right? So if the stories within the series don't make sense, like Allison's
Yeah,
characterization being completely inconsistent within the show, I'll criticize that all day. All day.
Happily.
Happily, exactly.
Yeah,
Time jumping
yeah.
in season 1 that doesn't allow us to sit and breathe with these characters, I will criticize that. The fact that it's not colorful, it's not saturated enough, things like that. But at the moment they age down Allison, it's a different story from Fire and Blood.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
different.
is. So like I
Yeah.
just cannot engage with it in that way anymore. Well,
Yeah.
in the book, it's been 5 years now.
Yeah,
What else?
yeah.
So now moving away from the non-spoiler review to our predictions. Let's start with Rhaenyra's side, Team Black.
I'm just gonna observe you guys.
I predictions for Team Black. Having the cursed knowledge of some events that happens
Yes.
in the book and having read the books,
Yeah.
kind of, our predictions are kind of a little on point, but not
Mhm.
too on point. Because they can drastically change
Well, I
things if they
mean,
would
there
like to.
I
They've
was
done
rereading
before.
I made
the rise
a
of
joke. Yeah.
the
Sorry.
Targaryens because again, I didn't have full time to go back into Fire and Blood. Also, I bought it off the asked about it. I bought it used. Anyway, I was reading it just to skim stuff, and even then, like some of the characters' situations that happen to these characters will go. One maester says this. One maester says this. Uncertainty. So it's like they
Yeah.
can pick and choose what they want.
The thing is, with Rhaenyra and Fire and Blood specifically, this is not related to the series. You cannot make that up.
Right.
Yes.
It happened in broad daylight. It happened with multiple witnesses.
Yes.
It will be recorded by some. You cannot just make that up. But on the other end, I made a joke like prior, like a few weeks ago. I'm like, you already changed the whole show. It's its own thing. Just retcon it. Give us something different. I don't know. I don't care.
You've already changed so
Right?
much. Do
You
whatever
already
the fuck you
changed
want, man.
Just retcon it. Exactly.
I mean, they have like Fire and Blood right there, and go. Well, it says right there that you don't know.
Yeah.
That's what the book said.
That's it.
I think the moment that I'm really excited for this season that I think will happen, where
Are we
I
thinking
think
the
we're
same
gonna
thing,
see
Luke?
more. I think we're gonna see more Northmen, and I'm so fucking
I
excited.
want the
for that.
Northmen. I have a feeling that's gonna be the
I
penultimate
am
episode.
so
The
Ex-
Chibs. Chibs is in town. Chibs.
I remember when he first got casted, and I think JJ texted me,
Immediately.
and she was like, they casted Roddy.
The
And I
cast
was
Roddy,
like,
dude.
and I was like, did they? And I looked at it, and I didn't even see the title. I saw the marks on it. I said, they got fucking Chibs to play Roddy the Rook. Are you fuck? I was losing. I said, that is the one guy I'd be like, yeah, Lord of Barrowtown. Roddy the
Perfection.
yeah,
Perfection.
that's him. That's
I got goosebumps, man. When I first saw Tommy Flanagan as Roddy the Ruin, holy
You guys
fuck.
want an idea of who Roddy the Ruin is? Get to the scene in Sons of Anarchy. Spoilers who haven't seen it, where he kills what's his face?
Yes.
At the end of season 3, he takes out his that's him. That's Roddy the Ruin. Yeah, that's
Best casting to me. In
Did you
season
think
3, honestly.
Did you think Cregan was lying when he said like, yeah, they'll fight like Northern, like I'm sending they're only sending me a bunch of old guys? No, they'll be fine. They'll be
Oh,
fine.
they
They'll be fine.
He's better than some of your boys that haven't seen any violence.
He's
Come
like,
on.
I can't go down there right now, but I'll send some.
I'll send my boys.
I'll send some guys down there. They'll
So I posted like a little lore video on the Winter Wolves that's outside of the show, just to kind of give people an idea. Got the best comment that I actually screenshotted because I want to use it sometimes in my life. Where is it? I'll find it. Hold on. You guys keep talking because where is it?
Roddy the Ruin.
It's Roddy the Ruin. I think honestly he's gonna be the MVP of the season for me because I am a stickler for Northmen. I am House Stark through and through.
I mean,
like
I said it last week. It's like, shit is getting real when the North shows up to a war because they don't want to leave the North at all.
Yeah.
So get this: never fight someone who has accepted their own death.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. Bars.
Yeah. Cat
Isn't
Williams
that hard? They're the bars.
Cat Williams famously said that in a different light, where he's like, "How the fuck are you gonna scare somebody that's ready to die?" It's like, no,
I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk away from this. And I hope, and this is my biggest hope, I hope that we do get Cregan Stark towards the end of this season, or at least towards the end of next season.
Well, they changed so much. Who knows?
Because if we're just going off books, it depends on where the season ends.
I have a feeling where it ends because I read the Rise of Targaryens, and I was kind of like going, okay, this is goal at episode 1, and then I kept like mentally going, okay, this would be episode 2, this would be episode 3. This I actually went through and like kind of like, I think it's gonna end at Tumbleton, like that final battle.
You mean season finale of 3, the final?
3 finale would be you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's a finale note to end on.
Tumbleton.
I actually don't know where it's gonna end because there's so much shit that happens in the dance that like they could.
How do I say this without like dancing around it? Shit will hit the fan. Everything you will know will flip on its fucking head. That's all I can say.
You're talking about the finale of 3 or the finale of the series?
Finale of 3.
No, finale of 3. The finale of the series should be my boy.
I'm still team up but like, I'm talking about 3 is people that you think are on certain sides will flip, is what I'm hinting at.
I don't think they're gonna do Hour of the Wolf, my gents.
I don't think
should
so
do Hour of the
either.
Wolf,
And that
but-
really depresses me. I want to see Stark supremacy in King's Landing, where a Stark just sits there as the hand of the king and just goes, "Yeah, we're not doing that." Yeah, we're not
Here's the,
doing that.
here's the deal. If they do this, if they do Hour of the Wolf, it might just be an episode, a full hour called Hour of the
Oh.
Wolf, and they're gonna knock things out. Can it be done? Yeah, it
Well,
can be.
Will it be
done?
satisfying?
But is
Will
it,
it be
is it worth,
satisfying?
here's my question: is it worth doing?
Yes.
I mean, we are stands here, so yes.
Okay.
I'm not just saying because that's Stark bias. I think it's inherently tied to the narrative.
No, I'm saying it because I have Stark bias. Let's just be real here.
I mean, be honest, yeah.
The Stark family gets fucked so hard.
They
in
do. They
Song
do.
of Ice and Fire. Holy shit!
This will be not a redemption for the Stark family, but it give them a little bit of more power that they were completely stripped from
But I
in
also-
the original
But
saga.
I also feel like I'm trying to think about even from like an HBO perspective. I think it would tie all three shows together potentially. Like seamlessly, you can go from like House into the ending of House into Knights into Game of Thrones, and it would kind of feel a little seamless because you're getting closer and closer to the events of Knights.
But you have also familiarity factors. Targaryens, yes, of course, everybody knows Targaryens, but Starks are the second biggest ones. Yeah,
And then I would
Lannisters,
say
Starks.
Lannisters
That's
third.
it.
Yeah.
Top
Baratheon-
three. That's it. Those are the biggest. Yeah, Baratheons are big, but top three is your Targaryen, your Stark, and your Lannister. Those are your big three.
100%.
But
And
no, but, like even going back to season 3, sorry, like the I still think it's ending with people flipping sides and elite. Everything you kind of think is happening is kind of changing.
but Josh is right.
Yeah,
There's a lot that has to happen with the rest.
a
of
lot.
2 seasons.
If you ask me right now how season 3 is going to end based on everything I know from the books, I couldn't tell you. It just depends on how it progresses. Like
How
I'm
fast
sure
it
I'm sure if we get to a certain point in the season, I'll be able to kind of like, okay, I have an idea of where they're gonna.
Because I can confidently say like
So-
God's Eye is season 4. Like I can confidently say some stuff is season 4. But
So-
like season 3, I feel like it's
I was gonna say God's Eye was a big discussion point when I was prior to me watching it. Like I only seen half the season, so I don't know what happens in the second half. Like because of the poster, you see how Damon and Aemon are positioned here.
That makes me.
They were saying because of the poster, we could potentially see God's Eye. But I can guarantee you, I can almost stake my life that HBO is not getting rid of Matt Smith. I'm sorry.
Okay,
They're
remember,
not.
that was my biggest thing.
thank you.
They're
That was my
not.
biggest thing. I said, "There's no way that they're going." It would be like,
Mhm.
and it's not. It's different in a way, but them killing off Pedro in The Last of Us.
Yes.
Like the only difference is that
Mhm.
the cast for House of the Dragon doesn't suffer as much
And-
as the cast.
And also,
of
I
Last
feel
of Us.
vindication because I have
Yeah.
some commenters on my side saying first Tumbleton will be the season finale, and I agree. That
Yeah,
feels like a
Tumbleton will
finale.
be-
Tumbleton's wild. Yeah.
Templeton is
Yeah.
crazy.
And also,
Yeah.
even like the poster thing, if you remember how that's presented, they kind of start pushing Aemon and Daemon towards each other a little bit more. Like season 2 started it, but like that
Well-
before Tumbleton, they start pushing each other more and more. You can kind of see the setup for God's Eye leading the season.
There is a
They're
clip.
set up there.
There's a clip out there, and it's out there. Like it's not a. I mean, I guess it's a spoiler, but it's not. It was released
Officially.
for production. Like there's a conversation with Damon, and he brings up God's Eye, and I don't know where that happens, but like they're hinting at it.
If you were to ask me, my guess would be that's going to be like an episode 3 of season 4 kind
Yes.
of thing.
100%.
It's going to
I'm
be
gonna
that
agree.
season's gullet where it'll be like, yeah,
I agree.
this is the Damon Bowl or whatever where they combine the names.
To
or
me, like,
something.
when I
It's
was-
like, yeah.
Because like, for context, the reason why I was kind of team from like season 1 and a little bit of season 2, I was team God's Eye season 3 was because I was going under the impression this is gonna be 10 episodes. I'm like, oh, God's Eye is like
Yeah.
the perfect episode
Mhm.
9.
Yeah, under Dav's format, I could see it. Yes, for sure.
Because it shapes up perfectly. Like if
It
season
does.
2 was
It
10
does.
episodes, God's Eye would have been or not God's Eye, Gullet would have been the finale. Like it would have been
Or,
episode
for
10.
season 2.
Yeah, and season 3 would have been all of the setup to if it was 10 episodes, season 3's finale would have been
God's Eye.
God's Eye.
I think I still
so.
think it would have been episode 9 because I think that's like the perfect episode 9 because like everyone like hyped about like
Wha-
how episode
whatever
9
big-
is like the chaos.
Yeah.
Penultimate one.
Whatever big like Battle of the Bastards kind of, it would have been something
Yes.
like that, and then 10 would have been the fallout from that and set up for season 4. Yeah.
Usually you have your penultimate episode, which is the big one, and then the wrap up in the
Yeah,
finale.
the 8-episode format screws with that with everything.
Totally.
It's like
100%.
God, like that's why when you go into, you're like, yeah, the gullet early. You're like, really? Fuck,
Yeah.
dude. Like, damn, like the gullet? Like shit. Like,
'Cause I
Because
remember
very
the
little
way-
lives up to it. Yeah, very
'Cause I
little
remember
lives
the way
up to
season 2
Gullet.
ended, like, and like they start approaching each other. I'm like, is it literally just going to like, we cut to black
Once-
and then we just hear boom, 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 and just like,
yeah. Well, once they did like the 80s montage of all the armies marching, I was like, oh my God, they're gonna end it here. They're gonna end it here. We're not gonna see this shit for 2 fucking years. Oh my
No,
No,
Five different potential battles approaching each other, and I'm like, I can't.
seriously. Like,
God.
like the chessboard finally getting formed.
Yep.
yes.
4 years into the series. I think that's why season 3 feels a lot more focused because finally the chess pieces are actually colliding.
At the end of season 1, they decided they wanted to play chess. And at the end of season 2, the guy finally found the old chessboard. So it's like, okay, well, like that's where
That's
we're at.
perfect
right now.
analogy.
Yeah.
That's a perfect
Yeah.
analogy, dude.
Yeah, Rhaenyra found Lucerys's chessboard, and so now they're gonna like,
Yeah.
Like, let's play a game, a witch game for entire season 1, and then season 2. There's a chest somewhere in a drawer, and they've been dusting off, like, and open up every drawer for 8
Yeah.
episodes.
Season 2 is them arguing who wants white and who wants black.
Who wants
And it's
black?
like, okay, yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm the
That's
knight, I'm the
perfect.
rook, I'm the king, I'm the queen.
Perfect
Like, yeah,
analogy.
Damon
100%.
spent season 2 deciding if he wanted to be the queen or the king. In this
no, Damon spent all of season 2 deciding if he's going to be the queen
Damon,
or
the
the king
queen
while
can go
arguing that
wherever-
everyone else is not picking their positions properly.
You know,
they're like Damon, the queen can go literally wherever she wants. You could be the king. I want to be the
Literally.
king, you know, but like you can't do anything.
And then
if you're the king.
and then it's also Damon's like, why isn't Rhaenys going to this position? I want her here.
Yeah.
Honestly, now that we say it like that, it makes perfect sense. Damon doesn't know how to play chess, and that
he does not.
he would look at it and he would go, so why don't we just tip the entire platform over and then make myself king at the it's like, you know.
Yes.
10
That
out
is-
of 10.
That's very much Damon.
Or
But-
I would spend the entirety of the fucking game asking, you had the chance to burn Aegon the Elder.
Yes.
Rhaenys.
They, you know,
Right there.
Eve Best did such a great job
I
performing
love her.
Rhaenys that
Yeah.
She was
whenever I
perfect.
go, I actually went back and rewatched season 1. Still
Mhm.
cried at the Viserys episode because you know it's close to Father's Day.
It's
and
so
we got
good.
the episode where he dies, like as fucked up as Viserys is in his own way, it's just like, damn man, this is.
Patty Constantine was perfect.
They when they said that they wrote and filmed that episode like you were saying goodbye to a loved one, I said, yeah, I see
Oh,
that.
damn.
Because yeah, I that's exactly the vibe I got watching it. I got so uncomfortable watching it because it was like,
Yeah.
again, not to throw my personal stuff out there, but like it felt like, you know, and my dad in his final months. And so it was kind of like,
oh my god.
you know, you go see Viserys and Rhaenyra, and Daemon hadn't seen him in a while, and they knew he was
Yeah.
sick, but then they see him, and then Daemon can't even bring himself to look at him. Rhaenyra's trying to like get any stuff in order, and then Daemon's kind of mourning in his own way. It's such a great. But anyway, Rhaenys did such a great job in terms of performance. Eve Best was so great that when we get to that part where like they put her in that position to explode through the dragon pit, face all of the main antagonists of the Green faction, basically.
It's insane.
And then in the next episode, when Daemon asks the understandable, like, why the fuck didn't you do anything then?
Mhm.
She's like, that war's not mine to begin, babe.
I would have taken. I didn't want to risk kinslaying curse because she's super. Let's say like she's like superstitious or some shit like
But,
that.
like,
I
they
would buy
could've-
that over
they
that
could've-
fuck shit answer.
They could
That
have
was
they could have
terrible.
they could have done so much in that season hyping up the stigma of kinslaying
Yes,
so that when we get
100%.
to that moment, Rhaenys is almost like religiously afraid of like doing anything like that. Like, fuck, I can't.
But like,
Dude,
I
Ramsey,
can't do that.
fucking Ramsey, I mean, sorry, Roose Bolton is so terrified of kinslaying as a sin, of committing it. He knows how Ramsey is terrible.
Yeah.
He cannot bring himself to kill that little shit.
Yeah.
Because
To
he's
the
so
point where
terrified
he knows
of it.
Ramsey will kill any trueborns that he has.
He has, and he cannot bring
It's-
himself to harm him. He can't even bring himself to hire somebody else to harm Ramsey because he's so like zealot over it. And the fact that it's a show about a family literally tearing each other apart, killing each other.
Yeah.
The biggest sin in this world. Like they could have really played that up, especially with Rhaenys. And when she says, "I'm not killing any family member, I am scared of God's wrath," I
Yeah.
would have believed that over the "not my
Yeah.
war" bullshit. What
No,
the fuck
but-
are you talking about? Not my war bullshit. Like it affected your family,
Yeah.
the daughter,
like-
your
but
grandchildren.
like, my
10 was basically about her coming around to the idea of like
no shit. Oh my
being
god.
team.
but my argument for
I love
Rhaenys
Rhaenys. I
is
don't love that
because
part.
because like my argument for like against that with like Damon, like the reason I was team Rhaenys more over Damon is because like Damon, you should be lucky that Rhaenys and Corlys are even on your side to begin with, because they have every rifle in their own mind, thinking they just murdered your son Laenor to basically hook up. Like they should you shouldn't be like hardcore like they should murder all of Team Green right then and there and swear loyalty to me. I'm like,
Pushing it. I'm gonna say right now.
if
A little bit.
if Aegon sits on the throne, none of them are like that was the one that was like the one thing that I was like, yeah, I get why everybody's about to go balls to the walls now, because whoever's sitting on the throne, the other faction needs to be hightailing it across to Essos and getting the fuck out of there.
Get
because,
the
like,
fuck out.
you need to go persona non grata, go like Breaking Bad end of the show where Walter goes MIA. Like, go ahead, Jay.
And I want to keep one thing in mind. Velaryons are very powerful, correct? They are probably the second or third most powerful family in Westeros. You have your Lannisters, you have Hightowers, the Targaryens, and you have Velaryons. Velaryons' wealth is tied into their ships. It's tied into treasure. People think that like Corlys Velaryon just has all this money laying around, all this wealth and like dungeons full of gold and like arm. No, he is wealthy because he's got treasure that is priceless. That's how he's wealthy. That's where his power is, in his treasures, in his ships, in his fleet, in stuff, in assets. So like
trade and,
correct, trade and all of that. So that's where his power comes from, in all of that. So like Aegon the Elder comes to rule. Run, get your ship and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You're cooked.
Yeah.
So Rhaenys screwed all of them. Like in any case, case. So for her to like, not my war. You live there.
Yeah,
That is
he might
such
not
a-
be able. He might
Such a
not be able to.
liberal
Like,
mindset.
yeah, he might not be able to like kill Corlys or anything like that, but he can make his standing, which we all know Corlys regards his house's place higher probably than his own life.
He will strip him of all his treasure.
He could
Forget
take
the ships.
he could go FBI raid his ass, and it would be like, yeah, I don't have to kill you. I'm gonna take all of your ships. They now belong to the Royal Navy. Like
That's
it's
it.
not you, like, and he's cooked. I'll give Driftmark to another lesser
Basically.
naval lord. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
what do they have? Lena passed away. They don't have Vhagar anymore. They have what? Rhaena and Bela. Bela has a little tiny shrimp dragon going after what? Vhagar and Sunfire. Sunfire is very like agile. Like
and
you're done.
they
You're
are
cooked.
already, and they are so intertwined with Rhaenyra's side of the family at that point that even
Correct.
Corlys could throw himself
They're
before the
done.
feet of, Corlys could throw himself before the feet of Otto Hightower and Aegon the Elder, and he still would, in that situation, would be taking a tremendous risk, because there would be people in his ear telling him, yeah, but like that's like he's like an in-law of hers, like this is a problem, like.
But he's also like, he's putting Bela and Rhaena to the sword. If you were counting on your granddaughters to carry on any sort of legacy, if you leave them Driftmark, they are gone.
His
They're
grandkids
done.
are Daemon's kids. Like, like
They are threat to the throne.
He would never let that happen. Like, no. Like,
but that's why when Randy says it's not my war, what are you talking about?
yeah, what
Others,
do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah,
what do you mean? Your granddaughter's life is at risk at that point. Yeah. They're gone. They are threat to the line. Whether they're boys or girls, they're still threat to the line.
Yeah, Damon immediately going, like, obviously he was one of the oversight, not even oversights, because I think they're all just panicking in that situation. But like when Viserys is like, when he's like Viserys has been slain, like he was dying, Damon. Like there was no like, but that being said, when he immediately went over to
he needed a reason.
When he went over and said that of a queen killed my brother and you could have killed them all for it, like that is that's one of those moments where it's like heartbreaking. The worst person you know made a great point where it's like even I feel like even Corlys in a moment of privacy with Rhaenys was like, babe,
he
really
did
killed me.
But like the reason why I bring that up is like even like just even if you throw out the Rhaenys thing, I just feel like Daemon in season 2 up until he goes to Harrenhal is just like basically being like mad that like everyone's not at the same level of like we need to take vengeance on Team Green. So it's like that's why I kind of use that as a sticking point, because it's like he does it with everybody in Team Black.
And if it was such an issue, if it's such an issue for us to try and like rationalize it or explain it away, they should have never put her in that position in the first place.
Thank you.
That's what Luke and I were talking about too.
Thank you.
That's what actually, like right now we're not arguing, but like discussing how they could rationalize it or blah, blah, blah. But like the actual thing is to go back in time when they're writing it and go, I know Miss Hess,
this is a bad idea.
This is a bad idea. We should not have her do that. Like she should escape in another cool way.
On the surface level, they were doing a girl boss thing. Like I'll call it right now. I'll say it right now. It was a girl boss moment to give like powerful woman imagery. I get that. Narratively, it makes no sense. Number one, for all the reasons that we just discussed. And also, this is kind of, I think, the worst aspect of it. She comes off extremely self-righteous, right? I'm not starting the war. Yeah. I'm not killing my family members. I'm not doing all this. You popped out of a dragon pit bottom, killed hundreds of innocent people who were literally...
She didn't kill hundreds
of people. They were hauled in there like cattle. They were herded in that dragon pit like cattle, those people. They didn't even want to be there. Yeah, some cheered, whatever. I don't care.
Sure,
but they were still they were herded in there like cattle. She pops out through the floor. I guess they have a giant basement in a dragon pit. Because I was trying to rationalize the logistic. I was going back and forth with the mutual. It was like, this is so stupid. And I'm trying to like be a contrarian. I'm like, a girl is doing this. I'm trying to be like a positive feminist, all that shit. I'm like, this doesn't fucking work, but I'm going to convince myself it works.
Well, like Luke and I's suggestion to like make it different.
She killed hundreds.
You still have that moment of like her popping out of the dragon pit is you just have her like fly through the top of it and just like shoot straight up and then just fly out. Like you don't even have the moment with like that
would have made more sense. That would have made more sense.
There are so many different ways they could have like made Rhaenys' escape from King's Landing
badass.
A badass thing. They did not need to have her like stand before the Green Council
and posture.
Like, and then not only did she not choose to kill them, but like she had her dragon like scream in their face. It's like what are we like? If you're gonna do all that, you might as well go all the way, man. Like
the reason why we make that suggestion is because like if her just popping out would also like the rubble would fall down on them, and you still have the moment of like them in fear of like, oh my god, what just happened, and like you could everything it works. It's everything the same except you don't have that.
Her indecisiveness carries on into the next episode too. Like I said,
does.
Like
it does. That's the problem.
It's almost like the show is like saying like, oh, she doesn't know whose side she's on yet. She doesn't know who she's backing yet, because like every time they ask for her and by extension Corlys's support, they ask like, oh, like what news from Driftmark? She's like, oh, well, like the Navy's in his yoke. He decides where they sail. It's like, yeah, Rhaenys, but like if you went up to him and explained, like, and she eventually comes around to the correct position.
But it's shallow. The whole thing is shallow because they're not doing. There's not enough character work to justify her reluctance to this. I get the reluctance. Is it earned?
Yeah.
That's exactly. All. Is this moment earned? Is what she's saying earned? Did she earn to say I cannot take a side? I have political issues with this. I have moral issues with this. None of that is actually explored because that first season is split, right? You have them being younger and then jumps 10, 20 years. we're not spending time enough with these characters for them to for us to actually learn what their stance is, their moral stance, their ethical stances, their family stances. So when the moment comes for her to push back against Rhaenyra, so she's insecure because she was passed over, that the kingdom might see a female ruler, and she could have been one. To me, it was shallow. They done it on a surface level in that season.
Yeah.
So like that's why her indecisiveness doesn't work, which is one of the reasons why season 1 is so erratic. Season 2 even more, because it's so unfocused. He doesn't know what he wants to be. It's letting characters just be passive and things happening to them instead of them doing something.
Right. Exactly.
So
100%.
which is why season 3 right now is a course correction, in my opinion, because things felt like Game of Thrones early seasons. I swear. That's how it felt, like some of the conversations, but then they cut off short because they want to get to the next thing. So that's the only negative I have to say. But what you're getting, these really awesome nuggets of early reminders of good Game of Thrones stuff. So like they could have done this from the beginning is what I kept thinking the whole fucking time. And it would have been like in the top shows of all time. I think people would have forgotten Fire and Blood at this point.
Not to dwell on the coulda, shoulda, woulda aspect of it.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. But like I was gonna say, like on that thought, would you have like cut season 1 in half, where it's like young is an entire season, and then season 2 is like the lead up to it, then season 3,
Make
then
it a
season 4.
six season show. Run the whole season of their youth. Run the whole season of youth. Let us go to Driftmark. Let's spend time with Lena Velaryon and her romance with Daemon and them riding their dragons and their daughters. Let's build them. Let's spend time with Corlys and Rhaenys. I'm sorry, that could have been a season.
And honestly, they could have made it work with Alicent being older too, because Alicent could have been
thank you.
Like a trustworthy older sister in a way for Rhaenyra, where and if they want to play with the idea of like Alicent not always being a stone cold asshole,
and she wasn't probably.
They could explain it away. Like she could still be a bright-eyed, like doe-eyed, naive, going
a good friend,
and then like Rhaenyra, who's even more green than her, she's like, no pun intended. I know the greens and the blacks and the greens, but like Alicent could be somebody who like is kind of like helping Rhaenyra, who's a coming of age young girl. And Rhaenyra has like a respect for her in that way, where it's like, I actually really like Alicent. And so when Alicent starts playing the game,
correct,
and starts looking at Rhaenyra in the way that like Otto would look at somebody like Daemon as like an adversary, that they could still have that degree of betrayal there, where it's like Rhaenyra's like, oh, she's like, I'm finally accepting my place as my father's heir. And Alicent, who used to support me in that in all of season 1, if we're going by this hypothetical, all of a sudden she has kids, and that problem, like it could have been perfect. It could have been great, so.
It just suffers from short seasons. This is a series that deserved more episodes, more seasons. It just comes down to that, honestly. Everything we just discussed, a lot of this could have been untangled and developed more had they been given 10, 12 episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. What are everybody's kind of other predictions for Team Black? What are some things that we want to see from the Rhaenyra side of the story?
Yeah, so like somebody else go.
We're like all trying to dance around Fire and Blood spoilers. We're like, who wants to talk?
I will say this: if they end up doing what I think they're gonna do at the end of the season with my boy Hugh, it's going to absolutely gut wrench me, because behind Daemon and behind Rhaenyra, Hugh, Hammer, and Vermithor. So if I had to rank all of my favorite dragons, it would go Balerion, Vermithor.
Oh damn!
Vermithor. I love Vermithor.
Ron's Fury's second. Damn.
Yeah, Caraxes,
he's my
and then Drogon or Rhaegal. Actually, Drogon isn't even in my.
Rhaegar's not even on your list
10.
at all.
Heresy. That's blasphemy.
Vermithor is my favorite by like a mile. I love him.
Is that your favorite dragon ever?
He's my favorite. Yeah, I like. You know why I like him? Because when I played Skyrim and they made me kill Parthenax, I got so fucking pissed. Like the blades, dude. They were like, yeah, you need to kill Parthenax. And Vermithor reminds me of Parthenax. So it's like because he's like the old like almost like a bearded in a weird way, like a bearded in a lot of his semi-canon.
Here's my thought though. If they do it, like I can already kind of put things together from seeing little bits of the trailer. I truly think that that's going to happen towards the end of the season, and the reason why is because they show his wife in one of the shots in the trailer, and it is Vermithor flying overhead. And she, if we remember in season 2, she had said that she had family in Tumbleton. I have a sneaking suspicion something's going to happen to the wife, and it's going to be Rhaenyra's side that does it, and that's when it's going to flip. Which narratively makes sense. Is it earned?
But like,
I don't know.
But like Luke, like the chatter just said, it's a good. It's a good cliffhanger to end a season on. That's like the perfect that's like a perfect
it's gonna suck so much because I'm like, well, don't Luke, come on.
If you're here's the thing though, here's the bright side of the coin. If we're ending on Tumbleton, you know what episode 7 is going to be. That is your like feel good, happy, like that's your like
that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. So I might be like devastated for the finale, but also be
episode 7, we're gonna be on cloud 9.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. But Josh, what are you kind of thinking for Team Black? What are some things that you want to see?
This is such a broad question because I've read the books and like I mean like I think in terms of major stuff, I think Gullet's going to be gut wrenching. 100%. I do think we'll get Tumbleton in this season. And I think out of all, if I were to guess, like, yeah, based on everything, because I think the battle, not, how do I say this? Not God's Eye / Daemon and Aemon, but God's Eye, the battle of the God's Eye.
Yes.
We're getting that probably, I think, based on the timeline, probably shortly after or concurrent with the Gullet, something like that.
Yes, because there's there's shots of Daemon in like episode 1-ish area where it's like that, because obviously season 2 ends on like them leading into.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna come away from season 3 and saying it's better than the first 2 seasons.
Yes.
In terms of the action, the acting. I mean, like I see Emma Darcy, their face,
they are killing it.
I was like, oh my god, dude, I can't. And you know what? I actually have newfound hope based on where they put her at this point. I have newfound hope that Alicent will have something to do, and you know, like I don't necessarily agree with how she got there, and I probably won't necessarily agree with where she's at. But I'll be glad on principle that like, okay, they have her involved in a way that doesn't feel forced and like, oh, we have nothing else to do, so go do this. I'm hoping at least. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know who a surprise favorite is gonna be, not for the reasons that you think. I think you guys are gonna be really surprised by James Norton, who's playing Lord Ormond Hightower.
Yeah,
Ormond, really?
He gives me
he's interesting.
Okay, on that point, Luke.
Yeah,
I saw Ryan Condal's quote about him, without spoiling anything, and I don't want to, you know, we don't need to pry into it. When he said that he's like a mix between Tywin, what were the ones he said he was a mix between?
I believe
he said he was like Tywin
and not Ramsay. Who?
Ramsay.
He said he was a very like Machiavellian kind of character, where like Ormond is like the Lord of Old Town, and he carries himself in a way like people got so mad on Twitter. They were like, he's not the richest man. It's like I know what he meant by that though. He's like he has one of the last unscathed armies.
Everybody's stupid. I swear to God, everybody's fucking stupid. Hightowers are in Old Town near the church.
They're completely Yeah,
They are very powerful.
they're
I'm
one of
sorry.
the, and they were like, he's not the only standing army. I was like, no, he said he's one of the
No.
last standing armies that hasn't been,
But, like-
mauled yet. Everyone else has been
Yeah,
fighting
so-
up to this point, and they're
The
the freshest army by
underestimating
that
of-
point. Yeah,
Dude, the underestimating of high towers has been absolutely abysmal by the viewers and by the
But
world
it's-
itself.
I-
Like
honestly,
you're under.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I honestly, I don't really blame the layman. I do blame, I do kind of shame some of the Twitter users who claim to read the books, though, because if
Yeah.
you
They're
read,
not reading, dude. They're
like,
stands.
if you're like the lore master, to use Star
Mhm.
Wars, whatever, but like if you're like the lore master that you say you are regarding A Song of Ice and Fire, the high towers have heat on them. Like
Oh,
that.
They- oh,
And if you really knew ball, you'd know that the high towers probably have a better claim to like being the Lord's paramount of the Reach than the Tyrells do in a
Yes.
lot of different ways. And that might
They
be
have-
some of where their
correct.
resentment comes from too, where it's like, why the fuck are the Tyrells running shit? And so when I look at like the high towers, you look at them and you go, yeah, of course they would have a 10,000 man at arms army and be the richest. Like it makes perfect sense. So go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. I know.
So-
no. Your tangent is valid because I did see the outrage over that. I found the quote. He said he's the Tywin Lannister of this world. Of this
Okay.
world. Again, you need to watch actually what happens in the series to see why Ryan Connolly is saying these things. You haven't seen anything. So the outrage is already
Yeah.
preemptive for
Yeah.
something that you clearly haven't even read. Hightowers are immensely powerful family. That is one of the reasons why Dance of Dragons, the war happens, because Viserys Targaryen married a Hightower woman. He had
Right.
every right to remarry after Emma died. He had every right to get more heirs. Having one heir and a female heir is dangerous for your line.
Right.
So you have to get married. Marrying Alison Hightower, that's the fucking problem because Hightowers have a chokehold on education and on the church, on the whole goddamn continent. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired of some of these tweets, man. Like, at least get some money
Well,
out
it's
of it.
like-
God
Yeah.
damn.
I also felt
thought
like
I was being gaslit.
it's like
reading
one
it.
of the
Go ahead.
questions I
They
asked her
are
in, like
gaslighting.
like one of the questions I asked her in season 2, like to like Ryan and like Char at the time was like I felt like Aemond is like one of the best antagonists, not only in the show but like across all 3 shows. And it's like
Yeah.
one of the issues, like it's like a double-edged sword. It's like I love Aemond as an antagonist. I can't wait to see him grow, what he's going to do in the next couple seasons and how he's going to progress. But it's like the other thing, it's like I think kind of goes against it is like I want like a Tywin or a Cersei behind Aemond, and I'm like, so the fact that we're getting that, I'm like, good. I want another.
Alice Rivers.
I want another.
Eh.
I want another mastermind in the room to make Aemond more despicable.
I know Aemon has like ton of shooters. Like, I've been bullied by them online. I always wonder, like, why? Like, he is an important character, but he's a nothing burger character who just aura farms for 20 pages he's on. Like, he's a nothing character. Like, there's way better villains. Like, Allison, his mother is a better villain in Fire and Blood. I'm sorry.
Allison, again, without necessarily spoiling, I don't know if anybody else has read all of like the Dance of the Dragon section of Fire and Blood, but like Alicent in the book, there's a reason why me and JJ constantly talk about like
Yeah.
how she is in the book versus how she is in the show, because it really is one of the biggest wasted opportunities. Like they could have made her, not to compare her in that way, but they could have made her a different kind of Cersei. Like if they,
That's what I
if they
felt like.
really wanted to, they could have made her a different kind of Cersei. Who
And
had
you
a
could have
little bit-
really leaned into it. Yeah.
That's
And
what
they
I was
coulda
kind of getting at with
really
the
leaned
Aemon
into
thing.
it.
It's like I wanted a Cersei type of character there.
And Ormond.
So yeah, but
is-
keep an eye out on Norman, on James Norton in particular. He is
I'm-
exceptional.
I'm glad you said that, because Ormond in the books hasn't been fleshed out a lot. Like, we knew him as the son of the brother of
PowerPoint.
Otto Hightower. Like, we knew him as that. He was the Lord of Old Town, and his line would be the one that would rule after him, like, whenever that day comes. But that's pretty much all we knew. And obviously his ultimate, escapades during the Dance of the Dragons. Like, those are the only things we know. We basically know dates for him. We're like, okay, he was Lord
He is a
Ormond.
PowerPoint character. He's a PowerPoint character.
He is
in Fire
very
and
much a
Blood.
PowerPoint character. So when you said that, and then I saw what Ryan Condal said about him, I got excited because I was like, this is like a house money character. You can do literally whatever you want with him.
Literally, you can
And
fill
you
it up
can-
with any lore you want.
He is Alicent and Gwen's cousin. You get to establish another Hightower character. You get
Yeah.
to we see how Gwen, who is in the books there are several sons of Otto, right? But like
Yeah, he's got
in the show, I think he's the only son of Otto Hightower, and Alicent's the only daughter. I think he has like 2 kids. You can look at Gwen and look at Alicent, the kids of the second son of House Hightower, and you see how they carry themselves. Now here's the heir and the lord of Old Town, the cousin who got everything inherited to. Like, I want to see what kind
How
of
much of a pop
dickhead
that
he's
old.
gonna be. Like, like when I saw him with like the sash, I said, "Oh, dude, yes. I want like Lannister pompousness, but like religious,
Yes.
a religious air." And that's the vibe I get from the Hightowers, where it's like, yeah, I'm rich, I have a 10,000 man standing army. And I'm faithful to my gods. It's like, okay, like, all right, bro. Like,
we get it.
You're somehow even more insufferable than Tywin would have been, because Tywin's not super religious. Like,
Right.
I look at Ormond and he's like, I'm here because the gods have destined. It's like, okay, all right, bro.
I mean,
That's
okay.
what is that?
Like-
what is Hightower House words? We light the way.
We light the way.
We light the way.
Not the gods light our, like, no, it's we light the way. We have the best idea of how to be faithful and all this other stuff.
If I am sponsor of the Vatican, I am powerful. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Oh my god, why is Ram Congo making Hightowers rich?
If you guys still want
Tourist.
to understand, if you get, I told JJ a couple months ago, I said, you say tourist like a slur. Somebody will be like, why does this happen? And JJ will be like, tourist. And I'm like,
Hey, LARP is a new word.
LARPer has become the new word.
But gosh, what was I gonna say? I had some heat.
But like,
fuck.
I'm sorry.
No, but like going
You're
back
good, you're good.
to Aemon for a split second, like if that's the case of like he's going to be a pompous dickhead, like, I'm excited to see, because like Aemon spent all of season 2 basically being like, how the hell do I get Aegon off the throne? How can I get closer to
That's his
David?
only motivation.
Yeah, so it's like I can't wait to see if a pompous dickhead walks in and has all the power just given to him. He's gonna be like, how the fuck am I gonna manage this?
But like, we have an interesting green character. They're not that interesting.
Yeah.
Who knew who was interesting? Larry Strong on the green faction.
Yeah.
Because you don't know his motivations.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love Larry Strong. He's my favorite top 3 in House of the Dragon. He's amazing. So like,
the problem is that he was the only one for a while that had that depth.
anything.
I never locked in until like Larry showed up on screen, because like Iron, like now that you say this about Ormond, I'm actually getting mad now, because I look back at all of these other characters on the Green Council. And like we could have expanded on Iron Rod. We could have expanded. I know Tyland had his moments. I'm okay with that. We could have expanded on Orwell a little bit more. Like we could have expanded more on
anything.
And virtually anything. Like,
I think
and so
they
I
were
look
so
back and I'm like,
focused
damn.
on getting Otto to be despicable. I think that was their kind of. They
Yeah,
wanted
Otto
that.
Hightower is actually pretty good. Yeah,
You know
he's
what's
pretty
fun? You know what's funny though? Like Otto, Otto probably they gave Otto like some really good. They gave Otto some really good bones to chew on in season.
On season
Like,
2, 100%.
They gave him a really good opportunity to shine and establish why he was the hand of the king for three different kings. Like,
Correct.
I really do appreciate him as a character.
Yeah.
And it just feels like with Alicent, it's like, dude, like, your dad's Otto Hightower, your cousin is Ormond. You could have been like this fucking, like, you could have been running shit. Like, oh my God, it makes me so mad. Oh my God, it makes me so mad.
But Otto Hightower, the second son syndrome, the middle child, he kicked in. So he used his daughter, he leveraged her for more power with the crown, and ended up costing his family, which is.
Doesn't he have an interaction with Hobart too, that you can kind of like tell that even though Otto's the hand of the king, he's still kind of in a way taking like
Second.
marching orders from his older
But-
brother.
Yes,
I love how
it was
you-
implied that way.
weird,
It
right?
was implied that
He's
way.
kind of like, so what you doing what are you doing up in King's Landing? Like, what's going on up there? And it's like, if I was Otto, maybe I'm just petty, but like if I was Otto, I'd be like, hey man, I'm hand of the king. Like, you don't need to be coming up to me and like, hey, bro,
you don't need to be
chill-
asking my business.
chill out, Hobart. Okay, like, all right, like we're not doing that right now. Like,
But that's-
Hand of the king is essentially you're doing the work. You're literally you are the one doing the work. If you want to hand out punishments, you can. So he
Yeah.
let Hobart kind of walk all over him a little bit, which I get why. Again, that second son syndrome kind of kicked in.
Stannis said it best
So-
in the history and lore thing, where he, we hear how Stannis always talks about how Robert didn't love him and he didn't love Robert. Like, he's like, I didn't fucking like him either. Like, he was an asshole.
Nope.
But I what always stuck out with me with Stannis, and it's like in a microcosm who he is as a person and what he values as a person, at least before he turned into like a fucking
Ugh.
R'hllor, like, oh, he's Lord of White
Yeah.
Pasture. Like, but one of the things that stuck out to me was when he talked about how Robert rebelled against the crown. And this goes back into Otto and why he was so, in a way, what do you call it? Permissive of Hobart and his status as the Lord of Old Town. He said, Aerys ruled by right of all the laws of Westeros. Everyone knew the price of defiance. So I totally understand why people took one side or the other. And he was
Of
like,
course.
but there are deeper, older laws. The younger brother bows before the elder. And that's in a nutshell. I was like, that's kind of who Stannis is. Like, Stannis is a dickhead. Stannis is like an uncompromising whatever. And if Robert's kids were his trueborn kids, I actually believe that Stannis would have been like, all right, fine. But that's kind of how I view Otto and Otto's relationship with Hobart, where he's like, I'm the second son. He's not Daemon, and maybe that's why they kind of
That's
go
why.
like this.
But that's why
like,
I'm glad
he,
you brought
he
up
looks
the-
he looks at Hobart and he sees him and he's like, you're my older brother, even though I'm the hand of the king and I have my own power base here, I respect you in your capacity as the Lord of Old Town, the Lord of our house. And so it's like a different dynamic there where they almost seem kind of servile in the face of their,
And you can also look at it in a way that Otto knows how powerful high towers are, so you don't want to shake that alliance. You don't want the crown to angering the church. You don't want the crown to angering the citadel. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So maybe part of it is too, like if you openly rebel or you're kind of snarky with Hobart Hightower.
Yeah.
They have a lot of. This is why, like, I get so annoyed when people don't recognize that.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why this war happened.
Do you think that's why, like, because I when I first watched season 2, I got to the point where Otto has his crash out moment at Aegon for killing the rat catchers, and it's like his
Bad
best
idea,
scene.
yeah.
I love his scene where he was freaking the fuck.
That was a top scene in the whole season, I would say.
He was running rings around it was insane. But
I love
got
that. My
to that
grandson
scene
is a fool. Like, I love that entire monologue from him.
The king is my like, obviously, like, I know he's the hand of the king, but like low-key beast mode that like Kristen Cole directly threatened him. Like, he was like, don't talk to him like that. And Otto was like, he is my fucking I can talk to him however the fuck I want to. Like, are you kidding me? Like he didn't even miss a beat. He went straight to like the point and accuse. Like, I was like, oh, but anyway, we got to that part where he's like, do you not think of who your father, like, because he after he calms down a bit, he's like, do you not think of your father Viserys? And he's like, how he was able to, delegate and do this and that, his sense of decency and all this other stuff. And I always, in a way, it almost took me out of it, because I always looked at Otto like this evil, callous, whatever. And I was like, no, he actually really did like Viserys. Like, no, I think he actually did. Like, the way he was talking about him in that moment, he was so stressed out from Aegon. I think he kind of just missed Viserys in a way that he wasn't really like anticipating.
I believe that. I believe he I don't want to say loved. It's a strong word. He definitely respected.
He respected him, and so when he turned around and went, he was right about you. That was like him going like, Oh fuck, dude! I had wow. Maybe he did have.
Yeah.
Maybe he did know ball. Oops. Like, damn.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
But yeah, you guys are going to be very much surprised by James Norton in Ormond Hightower. He was a surprise for me, big time.
That became its own fucking segment. I got so excited at the idea of him being his own character.
We have an interesting Green Faction character. Round
Is
of
there
applause.
anything? Because this next 2.5 day wait is going to be the most painful of my life.
It's gonna be rough.
Is there anything else he's in that I can watch to see?
He was.
I see him in the trailers, and I'm like, oh, he looks intimidating. Like, okay, but I want to see what else he can like.
Oh, House of Guinness. He was in
Okay.
that. I'm trying to see where else I've seen
Was he
him.
really? Wait,
Yeah.
who
I
is
feel
he?
like
He's-
I've seen him in other things as well.
I don't.
No, he's
why did
not
he-
a no-name actor. He's been in a. I know.
Oh, he's
I
been in a
saw
lot
his-
of stuff.
I've seen his face, and I was like, oh, I know he's in like. a
Why do
show
I
that I've
feel like
watched
he
back
could have
the
been in
day.
a World War II movie?
I wouldn't be shocked if he was like
I
in
wouldn't be shocked
1917
either.
or something. Like,
1917
there's a
or-
running gag that like British actors like they all do like the same 10 shows. Like,
Oh my god.
medieval
like-
to-
Like if you've seen them in one, you've seen them in all of them. I think Canadian actors do that a lot too, where it's like, yeah, if you've seen one, you've seen them in all of them. Like,
Yeah, he's got a huge filmography and shows.
Okay.
So like,
cool.
mostly obviously in Great Britain. He's English, obviously,
Oh,
so it's
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
a lot of. But most of the ones I've known him from is the House of Guinness.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
But
a
yeah,
running joke
he's-
that there's a running joke that if you watch like a British TV show, you'll see like 4 Game of Thrones characters. You'll be like, oh fuck, like it's. Hey, that's
Emma Darcy
Theon.
is-
Wait, that's yeah.
Emma Darcy is in the theater play with the actor. What's his name that plays Edward Tully? What's his name? I always forget.
Yeah,
Shoot.
they spit in his mouth. I remember that
Oh.
part. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I see.
I was like,
S-
whoa!
Somebody. Oh, Tobias Menzies. Somebody
yeah.
said Rhaenyra Targaryen and Edward Tully walk into a bar. I was
But
like,
like, I don't like want to interrupt like your guys' because you're making a really good point about
Yeah.
Otto, but like I love how you mentioned Otto and then you're like going around the second son thing, and I'm like, damn, all my favorite characters on side are all second.
Yeah, it's
Because you got
it's
Damon,
kinda-
you
They
got
kinda
Otto, you got
have to be
Aemon.
extra, right? They kind of.
Hereth, do you have an older brother? Do you have an older brother?
Not older brother, but older sister.
I
Well,
have an
close
older
enough.
sister as well.
Yeah, that's close enough. Yeah.
That's,
yeah.
why,
Close enough.
that's why I feel like, yeah, Damon, I feel like that. I feel like that sometimes. Not as crazy as you, can never pull off some of the stuff that you've done, but
Right.
like
That's why. That's why the relationship between Tywin Lannister and Kevin Lannister is one of the more fascinating ones.
Yeah,
especially
because he's not a. I should be the.
Opposite.
He's like. I'm cool.
no,
That maybe that's why I like Kevin so much because
I
have an older-
love Kevin.
I have an older brother and he's so flashy and fun and flamboyant and he's a better singer than me and everything and it's just like
There's no way.
I know JJ.
That's I cannot believe this.
and I feel like if we ever had a dynamic like that, I would be the exact same way. Where I'd,
Yeah.
if we lived in like a feudal system where there was like a lord of House Johnson
Yeah.
or whatever, like my brother was whatever, I'd be like,
You be
"Yeah, whatever."
Kevin.
I'd be like, hey man, whatever you need me to take care of, I will, and I will do it so well that you will name me the commander of your army. Like,
like literally,
I'm that kind of guy. Like,
Yeah.
if I gotta step up, I will. But like, no, I'm cool. Like,
that's Kevin's I think biggest flaw as a character. I think he is a
Mhm.
good man. I think he's a very smart man, but at the same time, he subscribes to all of Tywin's atrocities.
yeah.
He doesn't question it. He doesn't do anything about it. He's burying the bodies.
Yeah.
So, but they have that interesting dynamic because it's so opposite of the second son syndrome that you see throughout the saga that Martin
Yeah.
plays with so much. Like the brothers in general having that contention.
I'm glad he
So,
doesn't
I just
make
find it
every
fascinating.
single. I'm glad he doesn't make every single second son have the same dynamic because
He
they're
breaks the trope all the time. He
Right.
breaks his own tropes, which is so great to
Right.
see. But like
I
House of
love
the
that.
Dragon in general is haunted by the second son. You have Daemon.
Right.
I'm sorry, Aemon and Aegon. Even Daemon to some extent. Well, Rhaenyra's boys are kind of breaking that trope a little
Yeah.
bit, but they're too young in
I mean,
that sense.
we
Yeah,
don't get
like,
that
it's-
much time with them anyway, so it's like
It doesn't
That's
really
true.
count. Yeah.
That's true.
Otto Hightower and Hobart. So like you have that theme recurring quite a bit, and Kevin and Tywin break the trope a bit, which is
What
nice.
do you for Team Green? What are we looking forward to most from this faction?
I mean, I already hinted at it a lot. It's gonna be Aemon and Alice Rivers, baby.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Ormond, but judging what just JJ just said.
JJ's been going on about Ormond. It's like, you hit the nail on the head with Ormond. It's like, also don't know what to expect, so it's like I can't go into that
Exactly.
lane.
I'm not hinting at anything.
So I have to
Ron already said enough.
So I have to go into the lane of, well, I already know this, so I'm going to be excited for this. So which is Aemon and
Well,
Alice Rivers.
I think one interesting character that I feel like gets kind of pushed away is Helena. I think.
Oh, Helena's gonna be interesting this season.
A nothing burger character. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
But I think they're gonna give her a little bit more to chew on this season.
But like, I loved her scene in season 2 with her being the Dragon Dreamer, though.
Luke, let me ask you this.
My God.
Luke, let me ask you this. What do you think they're going to give her more to do? Like what exactly is she going to be doing?
I guess that's true. Literally, there's only...
it's a nothing burger character, been there.
Random lines that alludes to the future of the show.
I mean,
Luke,
the season 2 scene with her and Aemon is pretty good.
JJ's telling you, don't even waste your breath. And I'm willing to hear you out here. What do you got for me?
Okay, so obviously we had touched.
She has so many shooters. That's why I'm like so surprised year after year. So many shooters.
Yeah, like here, my thing is like they gave her a little bit of potential with her obviously being weird and being a dreamer and like it's hinted at that. But
a horse girl, but a bug girl.
Yeah. But like I think there's something that they're gonna. I mean, Helena's already given the vision part with Daemon as well. So I mean, they have something there that they can play.
But also, her being the only pacifist for each side is she's like, I don't want to be. Like, I don't fucking care. It's like, I'm not gonna get on a dragon and kill people.
More pacifist women who don't want violence.
I think they should have played her straight. I think they should have played her like as cool as it was seeing her like do some supernatural like you're going to die here, like some Ring shit, like like some 7 days shit. Like as cool as that was, looking back at it, I feel like that's gonna be one of the things I look back on in the show when it's all done, when it's all said and done, and go like, you know, like maybe not play it straight like exactly how we see her from the book or whatever, but like a different angle in a sense where it's like, because I don't want her to be like a meek and mild like who doesn't know how to do anything, because I don't think that's ever really been who she was.
Helena is a sweet girl.
She's a sweet girl, like and I feels like her being like a dragon dreamer and giving her all of these massively in a weird way, help me out here, but like in a weird way,
dragon dreams,
it feels like giving her all of these dragon dreams and these massively like this will happen and it almost takes away from the fact that it's like, yeah, the tragedy about her is that she's
innocent
ask for any of this shit.
Correct. You know what? Had they done Blood and Cheese the way it was supposed to be in Fire and Blood, I'm sorry, that character would have had far more impact now than what's happening now. So like I at the time I argued I like that they lean into the dragon dream and the bugs, but it took away from Blood and Cheese because the whole sequence ended up being like she's living in the future that she foresaw.
And what if they kept the dragon dreams, but like something that traumatizing still made her lose her fucking mind? Like, like what if that not unlocked in like a Transformers Super Saiyan way, but like what if that like unlocked another aspect of her being a dragon dreamer? Like what if her something that traumatizing fucks her up so much, understandably so, that we start seeing aspects of her that we've never seen before, where they're like, yo, is Helena okay? Well, her kid just got killed in front of her. Yeah, but like there's something off about her now. Like they could have made it like a whole other thing, but instead they kind of made her a plot device, and like it's
a plot. That's it's a nothing burger character. Like she's literally a character that something horrible happens to, awful things, and that's literally what she's defined by. So I understand what the thought process of bringing the character in live action and maybe like stripping away some of all of that awful things that George R. R. Martin subjected her to in the book. So like. But at the same time, I don't think you did a good job of actually equipping her with good characterization to begin with.
Really good concept and idea, but they didn't
in
really
theory
elaborate on it.
Theory versus execution. Like the idea, I think, is the idea that she leans into dragon dreams like her father, I like it. When they leaned into that, I totally get it. But you're just gonna be the exposition spitter for the family members, so you can kind of shake their core a little bit.
But
And
also,
that's
like,
it.
I know I'm defending this a little
you
bit.
talk
But,
about
like,
that. You talk about that scene with like how much you love Bloodraven and that scene and all
I
that.
love.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw her show up to like Damon, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is it? Like, what are we doing here? Where the fuck did you come from?
It was shocking. It was shocking.
Yeah, like I just want like who and why are you here? Like what the
I chalked it up. Helena's having a dragon dream because Brandon is half dragon. So I'm like, that's how I justified it in my head.
Bloodraven, huh, JJ?
Every road to me leads to him. But like he being a half dragon, like even in like the way he's time traveling in his own visions, like if she's dreaming of him, she's dreaming of a dragon, technically. So that's how I chalked it up.
Like,
That's how I chalked it. It did surprise when I saw her. It was very shocking because to me, like I love the fact that they leaned Alice Rivers into the old gods a lot.
I do like that. Yeah,
she's just a seductress and a victim of the war and a prisoner, like in Fire and Blood. Now they lean into the woods and the trees, the
he's a
creepiness, the
manipulator.
witch. I love it. I love what they did with Alice Rivers. That's how you like build up a character that's already kind of like, I don't want to say flat in the novel. She's not, but much more than just whatever.
I would be really interested if she approached Aemond in a completely different way than she
Than
approached
she did with
I
Damon.
think they're gonna go that route.
Yeah.
I would be really cool with that. Like almost
Be
like
more affectionate.
almost to say without saying, because it's one of those less is more moments where it's like, oh, she'll do what's required for whatever character she feels like she could like, because she approached Damon in a certain way because Damon is very, Damon is Damon. Like it's like Damon doesn't have time for a lot of fuck shit. Like it's like, okay, like that's fine. But with Aemon, he's a lot younger. He's like 25 years younger than Damon, and so it's a whole different dynamic, a whole different way of dealing with.
I mean, the way that she's like it's described in Fire and Blood and a little bit in the source book, it's like they have the opportunity to do something really interesting with Alice because, like you said, like he has to go differently at Aemon because of the way that he acts himself in Harrenhal. So I think they're gonna have to change it no matter what. So I think she's gonna be more. I'm not trying to say all women are seductive thing, but like I think she's gonna be more manipulative and like trying to play to like Aemon's younger like tendency and more seductive.
She's gonna be like the
Aemon.
mother material. She's gonna be like the mother, but like also wife type of relationship because he's like. You also have to go back to like season 2, like or season 1 when he's laying with the first woman that he ever laid with when Aegon and them.
Oh right, yeah. That's right.
That's probably the kind of dynamic that we'll probably see.
That's probably what's going to be
it's
seen.
hinted at. It's hinted at in the book because it says like he takes Alice River to bed. They say point blank.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the other thing is like he still hasn't gotten over that. Like he still has that mommy issue, and I don't know because again we have to remember cut ourselves off from Fire and Blood like JJ says, but like
please divorce it. Yes.
Like Alice
Rivers alone is divorced from her Fire and Blood counterpart.
Yeah.
Even like she's approaching both Daemon and Aemon, in my opinion. That's how it's going to play out. Like in a way that she knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If she is of the old gods, if she is some sort of I don't want to say green seer, if she is some sort of if she has green dreams like Jojen, she's seen some shit. So like if she is like Jojen, if she's got green sight, she has seen stuff. So. She's approaching Daemon from that perspective, and she'll probably approach Aemon from that perspective. Because we've seen Aemon in the trailer at Harrenhal, so he's headed there. That's not a spoiler. He will be at Harrenhal.
Right.
So,
yeah,
because we saw Vhagar burning it.
Oh, good old Vhagar.
Yeah.
Granny
And
Vhagar.
if Aemon's at Harrenhal, I know the rest of the Strongs are hearing saxophones because, like,
But I also
hope Simon's on the other side of the fucking continent, man. Because, like,
but I also will say I am curious because like a lot of the season discourse. I know JJ's like, oh my god, discourse. I'm too old for the shit. But like, a lot of it was. Oh my god, Daemon and Harrenhal, this shit sucks. Why is he here? Why is this plot? And I'm like, I'm so curious how the fandom is going to respond to Aemon and Harrenhal because it's like Back 2, baby. Part 2, the sequel.
I think it's gonna be taken a little bit with more grace because Damon happened. Does that make sense? Like it's not as jarring the second time around.
You know what took me out with Damon and Harrenhal? I think it did go on for a little too long without actually doing some. They didn't do enough lore lifting, heavy lifting of the lore until the very end when you have the payoff of the Blood Rave and all that. I think the whole dream of him having sex with his mother was extremely jarring.
Weird.
Yeah, we didn't.
It was very
that.
strange, and I understand it's not actual; it's metaphorical, like because he has, issues with his brother and all of that. Like, how did that relate to his mother who died when he was young?
I mean,
Damon did not have time to have mommy issues. So, like, the whole scene of him having sex with his mother, like, it turned into a big joke. Targaryens, fuck their own. Like, they do their sisters, mothers and sons and fathers and daughters is not a thing. So now that's become like a joke. So I think that was one of the parts that really took Harrenhal arc, really like took people out. Let's get the shit over with. The moment you're having a dream, you're having sex with your mother, like it's over. So hopefully, like with Aemond, I don't know how that's going to turn out.
I don't think Aemon's going to be there long enough for people to complain about it.
I don't think so either.
I think the moment he gets there, we're not going to get a lot of these, like, we'll get like weird, creepy shit, but like, we're not going to get a lot of like, in the next episode, Aemon goes to touch the werewood. It's like, no, he's going to come in and fuck everybody up. It's like,
I do want to see what Aemon's going to see in Harrenhal, because it's like, if they lean into like the trippy shit with Daemon, obviously ignoring the mother shit, but like, I want to see what is he going to see this time around? Like, how is Alice Rivers going to fuck with him mentally?
Absolutely. There's going to
be
any
excuse to get Viserys to come back, though. If he can come back again.
100%.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah, Patty Constantine.
But it's like, what route would they go? Would they go like Viserys and Otto? Like, which route do they go? Do they go Aegon with it a little bit? Like, what?
I think that they would go. I think they will take
Rhaenys a little bit. Maybe he goes. Oh, Lucerys. Wait, Lucerys. We're idiots. Why the fuck are we skipping over to that? That's going to be traumatizing shit.
Yeah, but I think the problem with like Lucerys, how old was Lucerys' actor? Because he's probably grown up so much in like 4 years. It's been 4 years.
They're going to have to CGI him or AI him in there.
He's probably a grown-ass man by now.
He's got kids of his own the way they're putting his seasons on.
Maybe they go the route of like Daemon, like with the Camilla Alcock, where it's like he's seeing Rhaenyra respond to Lucerys' death, and that's kind of how that trauma gets back to him, of like Rhaenyra reacting to what happened.
I think it goes back to the conversation of, boy, tell me the truth, the whole of it. Like, that could be something that they could bring Patty back in.
I could see. I think Alicent's a candidate for sure. I think Aegon is definitely a candidate because he's kind of the crux of his insecurity, where he's like, I should be king, not you. Like, I think that's the crux.
And he tried to kill his own brother.
Exactly. I think Viserys could, but like, I don't think we've gotten enough
about with them.
We don't really know enough about what their deal is.
Aemon did not have insecurities about his dad at all. It was Aegon that mostly was probably had insecurity about his father.
Aegon would have had a great Patty Constantine cameo. Like,
correct.
No, and that's the other thing. Like, we're missing out on Aegon. I mean, Aegon's gonna be traveling all over hell this season. So it'll be very interesting to see where he ends up, which some of the book readers know exactly where he is going. But it's about how he gets there that's the real interesting part.
I'm glad they're giving Tom Glencarney something to do.
Yes, 100%.
Because by this point in the books, he's kind of like a back kind of So
he's kind of like, dude,
he's too good of an actor for everybody to go like, oh yeah, and
he is another PowerPoint character. I'm sorry, in the book.
Is, yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Ironically, he really doesn't become his own character until toward the end.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like
technically.
Yeah. So
that's why I get so amused by everybody losing their shit. How Rhaenyra doesn't have a relationship with Aegon, because that's not the story.
Why would she? But like, why the fuck would she ever care to be?
Because that's her rival, but that's not the point. I'm sorry. He didn't put himself on the throne. It was Allison and her dad.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm
And
sorry.
like,
I'm being petty.
but
I'm
it's
just being a
like,
little petty.
but I
I'm
also think I don't
sorry.
know if I can credit like the showrunners or the writers, but I feel like Tom McCarthy's actually doing a lot to lift Aegon as a character up.
But the moment he says it, or the moment anybody else points it out, including your very own, like you get called every name in the book but a child of God for like talking nicely about a villain. I'm sorry that a villain was written well. How's that my fucking problem? That a villain was written well? He was written well. Season 2 in particular.
I never understand that kind of shit because like,
I don't
people-
get it.
The people that get mad at that kind of shit, they have their own problematic faves, and it's like, dude,
100%.
I don't
Dude,
know how you can
everybody's
get on a high
16
horse
apparently,
about
and or
that. Yeah.
psychotic.
I don't know how you could get on a high horse about Aegon the Second or whatever, and then you're a fan of like fucking Damon. Like, what the fuck are we
Yes.
talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking
I-
about? Damon
I
should
swear to
be
God,
in
you're gonna have
jail
to
in
start
modern standards. Like,
I'm telling you now, you're gonna have to explain to the Oblivion why you like Tarkin, why you like Vader, why you like Dooku, why
Yeah.
you like all of these characters. Like, I swear to God, somebody's gonna come out. Like Ponkrell is my only exceptions. I'm sorry, there's no justifiable
Yeah.
reason.
Fuck
Fuck
Punk.
Ponkrell. I'm sorry, he's not even hot. Like, if he was hot, yeah, I get it. But like, not even monster fuckers.
It's
Not
the
even
chin
monster
that's
fuckers.
it's the chin that's hurting him. If he had like a chiseled jaw, you might have been able
Chiseled
to
in
have
a
What is that
Yeah.
handsome
Easier
Squidward
mouths,
ass
yeah.
looking
Monster-
person?
I'm telling you, monster fuckers would come out of droves for Ponkrell if he was a
Oh,
hot
dude, if
monster.
he-
But he's
oh,
not a hot
dude, if he-
monster.
if you could see his chin, you'd be like, "Whoa, hey, like, yo, like, be honest." You know, like, I mean, people
but,
find
like,
reasons.
you
People
know, you have
find
to-
reasons
yeah.
to look at Vader and go, "Hey, guys, you know, actually,
Have you met my friend Cody?
well,
that is very true.
But like regarding Aegon II, I'm sorry, he's a much compelling character in the series.
Yeah.
That is
Yes, he is.
objectively true. So like if I point that out, that doesn't mean that I support him raping servant girls.
But it's also
shut the
like,
fuck up.
but it's also like,
Stop being 12.
but I also brought
Yeah.
up last week as well. It's like I love how like the most fucked up characters in all three shows, like the actors that are playing them are like amazing people. Where you're just like,
I've met Tom Carney. He's extremely beautiful, number one in person. He's prettier in person than he is on screen. Like the TV doesn't do anything for him. He's one of the nicest people. I mean, you know how friendly he is? He's just very chatty. He loves talking about the show. He was extremely, extremely pleasant to be around. Really positive person.
I also met Tom
And
McCartney
he's
at
very
New York
pretty.
Comic Con 24 as well.
There you go. Like they're all really nice people. Like, and they love their characters, and they're going to talk about their characters in a positive way, even though they play villains.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that a villain has a bit of a characterization. They're not like fucking caricature. I'm sorry. You're reading a goddamn wrong book. There's a bunch of tourists. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Song of Ice and Fire is famous. It's famous for its great characters. Like, what are we doing here?
100%.
Anyway,
All right.
I'm going on a tangent.
Let's move on to our final thoughts, kind of final
Yes.
predictions.
'Cause I have to. I gotta go too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, JJ, go ahead and give us your final thoughts.
Yes, I would be very excited. Like I said, full disclaimer, I've seen the first 4 episodes, first half of the season. I was very, very happy with what I saw. I think the show has found its footing finally. I think it's very focused. I think it's confident. And I think it's actually has a through line this time. It doesn't feel as disorienting or as disjointed as the previous season. Battle of Gullet is as big as you can imagine. Like I can't hype it up enough. The dragons look beautiful. And Emma Darcy and James Norton are standouts. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to everybody's reactions
Yeah.
to what's going to happen. I really am.
72
Yeah.
hours,
We're in for
baby. Let's go.
But if you're still not divorcing it from Fire and Blood, you're going to have the worst fucking time. And I have to read your
time.
and I'm going to have to read your fuck ass take till the end of fucking eternity on Twitter.
Well, JJ, you can rebuild your Twitter account when you dunk on them whenever they say dumb shit.
Yes.
Like,
I don't
that's
want to
your
get banned
opportunity.
again. I don't want to get banned again.
Josh, what are your final thoughts? What are you
Hey,
hoping?
this is what we've low key been waiting for this season. I think.
Yes.
We're finally getting to the actual battles, the actual stakes. You know, first and second season had a lot to be excited about, but I think season 3, when we get to like, you know, the battle of the God's Eye, the Riverlands battle of the God's
first
Eye,
one, not the second one.
the first one, the Gullet, other things that will happen. I almost said it, but other things that will happen in this season. We saw dragons outside of King's Landing, for example. I was very excited.
That was great, wasn't it?
About what that could mean, possibly. I wonder whose dragons those are. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I wonder what episode's gonna be in as well.
and
What
I-
moment is that in the Fire and Blood book? I wonder what that moment is called.
and like I said, like I've always been a big fan of Emma Darcy. I think they're a fantastic
Absolutely.
actor. Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen is probably going to go down as one of the best, like, A Song of Ice and Fire castings
Characters.
ever. Obviously I'm always happy with more Alice Rivers. And I always found who's Aemon's actor?
Ewan Mitchell.
Ewan Mitchell. Somebody said it best a couple years ago when season 2 was going on, and they said Ewan Mitchell is operating on a higher level of high fantasy than anyone else in the show. And I was like, honestly, yeah, like you see him and you're like, wow, dude, what the fuck? Like, oh my God, just an entirely in a flow state. Cody, come on, man. We're almost done.
But it's
Like
also
a character that's this like exists for high fantasy.
But it's
that
also
looks at
like I
features,
love it
the
for Ewan
aura
Mitchell
that
because he's
got.
hamming up the scene every single scene.
Yeah, he eats it up. You can tell.
I'm
he's
sorry. Once you have a
enjoying.
sapphire in your fucking eye, you're
you
gonna
can be extra.
an arm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're flying the biggest dragon in the
Dragon.
world. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you anyway. But
He's camp, and I love it.
Guys, 200 years old, and it's a writer.
as somebody who has read Fire and Blood several times and is actually, like, the way we were talking about it, I'm gonna read it again while I'm playing Crusader Kings 3, the A Song of Ice and Fire mod. I'm going to have a very good time, and we'll judge the show based on what the show is, not what the book is. The show is an adaptation. It's not a one for one, and if I can walk away going, I had a good time, that's really all it really fucking matters to me. I don't care. Like, I don't care. The book has already been its own thing. It's a separate. As far as I'm concerned, it's a separate universe. Like, I am very happy. There's stuff that we can reference. There's stuff that we can say, I kind of do wish they had done that instead of this. But that's the only way that I want to engage with that. So I'm very excited. After we're done watching episode 1, I'm gonna get mad because there's 7 more to go, and I have to wait a week for every fucking one of these. No, I'm gonna be so mad, but I'm very excited. Very excited.
100%. Ryan, you being the common folk.
I'm gonna let Cody out again. So if you see me black out my screen, sorry.
Okay.
No, I hope everyone has a good time and comes out unscathed. All right.
I love you, you optimist.
Except Team Green. Fuck
I
Team
love
Green.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, all my homies hate Team Green. Hereth.
Man, I'm really excited for Gullet, of course. I'm excited for what's gonna happen in King's Landing. God, I wonder what's gonna happen there. Saving some shit for Ryan, so spoiled. Excited for Tumbleton, of course. Excited for if I think the structure is how it's gonna go. Man, I need episode 7 in my vein. Fucking now, I need arrows in that event to happen. Like,
I need HBO to send me the other half soon before I literally.
I mean, obviously, I don't want to extend this night even longer, but like, JJ, how does it feel like we sitting on these 4 episodes, not having any of the Twitter bullshit, and like you're just like sitting here like,
So I've gotten early screeners on bunches of different shows like in the past. So that's something I've experienced, and it's nice. It's a nice little perk to have as a content maker. And at the same time, on a different end, to watch something without the noise has been mind-opening experience. And then watching some of these scenes supposedly leak and people posting quotes and the reactions to these leaks and these quotes without the full context has been the most jarring experience of my TV watching career time ever. It's been wild. So like that's like the biggest benefit, not because I get to see it early, but I get to watch it without the noise, so I can really make up my mind about what I'm watching instead of being influenced by Twitter. So that's the best way I can describe it. But so yeah, HBO, please give me the other half before I end it all. I need it. I binged it like twice in like 8 hours. I did not sleep for 24 hours. It was rough.
That is absolutely insane.
I was gonna take it easy because I literally have a mountain of notes on these episodes. Which if somebody was hack my phone, you'll get everything. So
Damn.
I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, I took copious notes because I watched it so many times, and I'm like, I'll pace it. I'll watch one episode now. Tomorrow I'll watch the other one. It's 4 episodes. It's 4 days. It's nothing. Boom. Now I was up till 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a goddamn vampire.
That would definitely be me. It would be so
Yeah.
bad. It'd be so bad. But
Night of Seven Kingdoms, I binged it in one sitting. It was rough. I was so tired.
Yeah, that would be worth it. That was also I can't wait for season 2 to come out. Hereth, your final thoughts?
I mean, I already kind of said it earlier.
Did you?
I was just kind of like,
Right.
I segue into the JJ thing
my
because I was
final
curious about
thoughts.
that.
I think it's just you left. Yeah.
Vermithor, big booms, dragons.
Sheep stealer. Nobody's saying sheep stealer.
okay.
It's killing me.
Okay,
I'm dying.
That ugly
Wait,
bastard.
Hold on.
Beautiful ugly bastard. Beautiful ugly bastard.
I'm thinking that they're combining 2 dragons into one. JJ, you don't have to say yes or no, but that's what I'm feeling is that they are taking a certain dragon that is in the lore that people are complaining that hasn't shown up. I think they're combining that with another certain dragon that we have seen. If you can pick up my drift, you can pick up my drift.
Oh, I think we're still
What?
seeing them.
Really? You
I think so. I think so. We got another season.
Also, Luke,
Int-
the way you just
Wait,
said
are you
big
talking about
booms makes
Cannibal?
me.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to be like, this season's gonna be like this amount of big booms. Like that
No,
kind of category of,
no,
like, shit.
no.
I would do cartwheels if Cannibal makes appearance. He's my second favorite dragon.
Hey, they got, you've only seen half of this season. You know,
That is
they
true.
might in episode 7 go right
HBO,
in.
call me.
If
Give me the other half.
if we're in episode 7 and Damon just impromptu goes like, "Where's Cannibal?" I'm gonna go. Yeah,
I will do a cartwheel. I will go
He's gonna
live on
show up.
TikTok. I will do cartwheel. I will go
We
jump off of Sears Tower.
So if
We
we see
might not-
JJ on
we might
TikTok
not
live
see
doing
him for a
cartwheels, we know
while, but
why. Poor Cody.
Sorry.
No, but that's what I'm looking. I mean, honestly, I'm looking forward to just doing the reactions and doing the content with Josh and Jake. Honestly,
for us to yap. Yep.
yeah, I think it's gonna be it's always a good time when we have you guys on.
It is.
It's
a good time.
It's a breath of fresh air because it's always nice to not have to know everything and know that you have people that know the lore better than you that you can kind of pick and choose from. So that's always nice.
I'm just glad that we have a group of I'm sorry. I'm just glad that we have a group of people here that are divorcing things from each other. So that way we can kind of talk about this in a fun way instead of just like, well, in the book this happened, in the book this happened. Like otherwise this would be the
Right.
most boring stream ever and Ryan would have the worst fucking time.
100,000%.
I'm just here for the ride. I mean, hey.
JJ's far more of a lore master than I am. I'm just a fan of the books and stuff. I'm not like a
Hey,
but
you
but-
know
but-
a lot.
but
I
yeah,
know my
she-
stuff a little bit.
but she basically said what I
Yeah.
was gonna say, where it's
Yeah.
like this is something that's separate from what we understand it as. Like they
Okay.
could go in a completely different direction after episode.
They
4,
can.
where
They
none of us
can.
saw it coming, and we're like, "Whoa, actually, what the fuck?" And so,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it. Even if you've read the books and stuff like that, this is just
They'll
something
still
to base a
surprise
lot of it
you.
off of. Exactly, and so
They can still surprise you.
and that's why it's exciting for me, and I'm sure for the
I
rest
agree.
of you guys. So.
I totally agree.
100%. Well, that's gonna do it for this prediction. Season 3, House of the Dragon.
This
We'll
Sunday?
be back Sunday. Reaction will probably come out Monday morning.
Or Sunday
you'll
night,
see
just
clip-
depending on how fast I am.
Sunday night.
edit this.
Yeah, 100%. You'll see content from that. And then we'll be actually moving the podcast to Tuesday nights until the end of the season. Josh and JJ are actually going to join us for the season to talk about every episode.
I can't
So
wait.
It's gonna be
Next time we meet, we're talking about Gauntlet, dude.
Yes, we are gonna be talking about Gullet. But JJ, real quick, where can the people find you on the social medias?
Yeah, you can find me under Lady Dragon JJ. Nick, nickname, whatever username on TikTok, Instagram, and Brendan's Raven on Twitter now. So yeah, those are the 3 platforms that I use. You can find me there. I talk mostly about A Song of Ice and Fire, but other nerdy stuff and Star Wars and some Turkish shows lately. I don't know, anything that's interesting to me, I will talk about it.
To watch that whole on photo. I'm like, I don't understand it, but JJ is talking about it, so it must be good.
Dude, what I will do whatever sparks joy, but A Song of Ice and Fire is my bread and butter. So
100%.
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Josh, where can the good people find you?
Well, thanks again for having me, Luke. It's always a pleasure to come on.
Absolutely.
You guys can find me on most of the major social media sites like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. TikTok, I mainly talk about Star Wars, especially the last couple of months. It's been very fun. Occasionally, I will talk about other stuff on regarding A Song of Ice and Fire. And I'm mainly a Star Wars content creator, and so this is kind of just like another thing that I enjoy, but it's not. I don't surround my content around it, but it's a lot of fun. Twitter, I talk about pretty much anything.
It's fun.
Man. It's fun. I don't get paid to talk about anything on there, so I just ramble and stuff. So you can find me at all.
Shit posting for the win.
Yeah, let's call it shit posting. Yeah, let's call it shit posting for a better future.
100%. Ryan, where can the good people follow you?
They can find me at RyanPW_ over on Twitter and TikTok, and then every week here on the Pod Ones.
And Hereth, where can the good people follow you?
Well, you can find me over at Hereth Productions on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. And of course, I rejoined Twitter recently, so I have 2 years removed of the lore of Twitter when it comes to this community. But I'm kind of finding my way back.
It's probably a good thing, man. It's
Yeah,
I blame
Here's
these
what
2 motherfuckers for dragging me back into the pit.
Hey, here's what I'll say about Twitter. I can't quit it. It's like drug. It's cocaine. It's addicting. That's number 1. Number 2, it is very nice to, on occasion, pop your echo chamber. I think that we get stuck so much in the same circles and the same. I see something so outlandish and so awful. It just kind of takes me back and it makes me reevaluate things.
So you see the other circles and you're like, oh, I don't
know.
Perfect for that.
And pro tip for anybody listening or anybody in the chat that's watching, if you ever, for whatever reason, have a tweet that goes viral, mute it. Mute it. Do
Nuke
not
your
read
account.
the comments. Honestly,
Quote tweets.
Don't do what we do and keep our accounts up. Just don't do it anymore.
It's. I think I had a bunch of
like apples.
oh my god, it's awful.
I like apples. This is anti-black. All right, man. All right, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Luke, please just do your outro before we go off.
Josh is not exaggerating.
I'm really not.
He's not.
A girl posted a picture of her husband having coffee and oh, beautiful morning to have coffee. And the internet called her homophobic, racist, transphobic, misogynist, ableist.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the worst place on earth. I can't quit it.
And I can't quit. That's the thing.
I can't quit.
I can't leave. Yeah, I can't.
Just don't read the tweets about you. Just don't do it.
No, it's not worth
Or the
it.
subtweets.
Sorry to do it a tangent. This is the last thing I'm going to fucking talk about. But I think the peak of it was when there was a guy who was reading a sensual paragraph of an adult novel. Reading, by the way, words. And somebody went, this dude's watching porn on his, and I was like, I don't know, man. I feel like he's just reading a fucking book. And they were like, yeah, but he's watching. And I was like, well, no, he's reading a fucking book. Also, why are you recording him reading a fucking book? What the fuck are we? I lost my mind. I became so jaded. I was like, oh my God, is that what we're doing?
Everybody on Twitter is either 12 or psychotic. There's no in between.
I could not believe what I was reading. He was dead serious too.
Oh no. But you guys can follow me at the Jedi Master X on all social medias, and you can follow us at the Pod Ones. So yeah, we will. I mean, you'll see us next Monday for the reaction, and then clips throughout the week. But the podcast will be back on Tuesday night to talk about episode 1 of season 3.
Yeah.
And they'll have to
until-
remind me about 5 different times because I forget.
Don't worry. Hey,
Look, do a calendar invite. You have all of our Gmails.
Honestly,
just do
yeah,
a Google
please,
invite and
just
throw
do
it
a
on the
calendar.
calendar.
Yeah,
Just do a
please.
calendar invite, please.
Yeah,
Please.
I'll definitely get that set up. But until next time, Dracarys.